I have all your names up on my screen, and last time I was on this, it was up. They were on the bottom left. How the fuck?
That is a good
Go.
question.
Oh, never
Go
mind.
over-
I literally drag
Yeah.
it and move it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Anyways, ahoy there, mate. Superplayer here today, and today we are playing Dungeons and Dragons. Welcome to Arcuus, and today we have a new player along with us. Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
And now,
Right.
oh wait, so should we? Is he caught up with the whole story and everything?
I will go ahead and just run as brief of a recap I can go along with. As far as
Last
his
time on
character
Dragon
would go,
Ball Z.
Yeah.
as far as his
Pretty
character
much.
would know, he has no idea what's going on. His character has no information regarding the current story.
Right.
So,
So-
I will give him a general synopsis just so he's not complete.
Hooray.
All right. To give the briefest summary of our unlikely heroes, they found themselves, God, many weeks ago now at least. No, days. This has all been happening within like
yeah,
a
this
week.
happened like maybe at most like a week
I'd
in game.
say 10 days, because it did take a total days to get to Meltramo from Peltram.
Hold on. Let me do a
Stayed there
count.
for about a day or two. One day
All right.
we spent 2 days at Cheerio.
Well, time is just an illusion anyway. We don't have to worry about that.
Time is
That's the idea. So is exist.
That's about how long it took. All those dots.
Y'all traveled a long fucking way. Y'all not tired?
You should see what happened at Cheerio.
Not like
got
you think of
ourselves some
Skyrim
rest.
or you think of The Witcher or Fable, and it's like that's a long.
Mm-hmm. All right. So,
I actually want to make a pit stop at Cholio to see what actually happened.
Hold on. One thing at a time, my friend.
four unlikely heroes found themselves in a tavern not too long ago, where they unfortunately came face to face with what they know now as the Red Dragon Slayer riding atop. He proclaimed the return of the dragons and torched most of that town.
Yep.
And our heroes have been sent on a quest to deliver that information to the capital. They managed to free the city of Meltramo from bandits. Fled to Choyo through a secret tunnel.
Destroyed the city of Choyo.
To be fair, that was Rego's fault.
And have completed their quest regarding the delivering of information to the capital, Mavo.
Oh, speaking of,
They are now currently.
speaking of, we should probably pay our debt when we get back.
Ooh, you're cutting out real bad.
Am I?
Not me.
Oh. But yeah, we should probably pay back our debt when we get into Mavo.
Oh, don't worry, I will remind you.
Oh boy, I am probably gonna die.
But while they're in the city of Mavo, they have found a treasure hunting quest to go seek out an item down in the catacombs known as Necrophos. They are currently in that tomb where they found a young woman fleeing for her life from a swarm of hollows. And they currently find themselves standing before said in the middle of a hollow infestation.
I basically,
So, my players, what shall you do next?
I'll I'll walk up to the woman and like kind of tap her on the back.
Mm-hmm. Well, more or less, I guess this isn't correct. She isn't really turned around. She sort of last you guys saw her, she made this gesture of her finger to her lips, kind of shh, and pointing out that some of these zombies seem to be asleep.
I'll be back.
All right. How far is that?
I'm genuinely surprised the gunshot didn't work.
You and me both. What I could do. There's something I could do.
I looked away for 1 second and I'm like, wait, why do I see like Final Fantasy graphics?
Anyways, I start pulling out my short bow, notching an arrow, and I give the lady like a look, like this'll work.
She immediately she looks at you, her eyes wide and her head slightly shaking. No, 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 no.
And I start nodding my head, yes, 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 yes.
I ain't gonna stop you.
I mean, we're gonna have to probably kill the zombie anyways. You know
I
what?
mean, I think we can sneak by him.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna sneak up to see what's around this corner over here, and I'll roll the stealth check if you. So,
Yes, you'll need to roll your stealth.
yep.
It must have been the wind.
Woohoo!
Must have been my imagination.
All right. As you peer around the corner, the zombie in front of you seems to just kind of be standing there. It's mostly just its head pointed at her, just leaning on its shoulder. Doesn't seem to be moving or reacting to
You
you.
completely cut out.
You peer around the corner. Oh, my internet being a pain in the butt today. Probably.
Johnny?
But yeah, I give the guys like a hand signal, like to be quiet, and I
We lost our master.
and I put up 2 fingers for what I see.
Wait, can you not hear?
Yeah, no, he cut out for a second and then he dropped from the chat for a second.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can
it
still
dropped
hear.
out to hopefully reset.
I seem to be the only person who doesn't have that problem with Discord. Like all my friends.
Anyways,
No, your fucking laptop has a conniption.
anyways,
All right, can you hear me now at least?
yeah, I can hear you.
I
I
can
don't
hear.
think he can.
Okay.
Oh, okay, good. You see the zombie ahead of you. He appears to still be asleep. As you look around the corner, you see the feet of a zombie. To your best understanding, appears to be laying on the ground asleep as well.
I basically give them like a signal of like try to be stealthy. There's at least 2 up here as I continue down the hallway.
All right, I'll follow the.
All right, Ezekiel, you'll have to roll stealth as Ezekiel, as you come up to that, your boots kind of clack against the stone floors. You start to notice the undead ahead of you kind of stir a little bit, just and
Just
his
stop
head
me.
moves to its other shoulder. Doesn't seem to react to you coming by.
All right, I'm gonna stay here for now. Let Rango be the.
Be the lovely eyes and ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going on ahead.
All right. You want to try to go around the corner?
I'll go up to the corner, but I'm not gonna go past it. I'm gonna look like a peer around the corner. Do I see anything?
As you peer around the corner, You are witness to a hallway that seems to go a little further, and a hallway that goes what would be your left, Rango's left, but to the right.
I look up. I look both directions to see what's down there.
Well, to Rango's right, you can sort of see there's another zombie sort of on the ground, kind of bent over around the corner. His head just in the dust and dirt on the just. As you look over here, on the other hand, you see quite a few but they're not asleep yet, not paying attention to you. They all seem to be staring and almost begging or praying to something would be down from where you're looking.
I'm not gonna risk walking across because that's like the stupidest thing I could ever do. So I'm gonna go down here if there's anything down here.
Give me an invest.
All right. Please roll well. Ooh,
Ooh.
I am rolling well tonight.
You reveal this area, and you find a corpse lying there. And it seems to be a long dead soldier with a few arrows in his. So you have 5 extra arrows.
Ooh. Definitely taking
But as
those.
well, this little corner here seems to be pretty dark. There really isn't any torches or anything, but you do notice a slight crack in the wall over here.
I'll take a look through that crack.
All right, give me a perception.
Eh, 10.
All right, as you peer through the crack, at best you can tell there does appear to be another room right beside the one that may have been walled off at some point, or the wall may have been cracking. So this may be another way to.
Can I fit through the crack?
What happened?
No, it is really only. Maybe you could stick your hand through, but it's not big enough for you to slide in.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Does anyone else want to try to do something? Ezekiel?
I'm gonna come back over to here and peer down this.
Yeah, I was hoping to do the same thing.
All right, give me. Ezekiel, give me a perception.
All right.
Oh, it's really owning it with those perception rolls tonight, guys.
Damn.
As you look in the room, you can see the room seems pretty big. It leads to this sort of back area here. You can't really make out much else. However, Galadin had looked in that room before, and he gives you the fair warning that there does appear to be sleeping undead. But you're unsure of how.
Hmm.
I'm gonna head
I would
back
like
towards
to also. Sorry.
I'm
I
gonna
would just like to also have a look down this way.
Look down that hallway.
And I basically just wave my hand
Yeah.
as I regather with the group.
Give me a perception roll, Gal.
You can do better than both.
No,
You're not
you
wrong.
cannot.
I mean, it's technically better than both of us. We got 10, 11, 12. We're only improved.
All right. As
Just
you look
walk
into
into
the
the natural.
as you look into the room, you see a corpse kind of lying in there. It doesn't appear to be moving or anything. Someone that died here at one point and appears to be clutching some sort of item in his hands, but you can't really make out what it is.
I would like to go inside stealthily.
All right, give me a stealth. All right. As you enter into the room, the corpse quickly stirs awake, and it takes the item it has in its hands, which appears you can now clearly see was a. It stirs awake, and it quickly swings the sword.
That'll.
And it manages to miss right.
Right.
What?
Why don't you start going around and killing these?
Uh, not the smartest idea, if I must say so. I mean, I
We
could.
start fighting other. We start fighting other shit. They're just gonna wait. You have a better
Well,
chance of killing them while there's.
well, I do, but I'm basically just reporting of all of what I saw so far. And it goes,
Talk about that
Well,
going
and it
on. I'm
goes.
just going
Also, I
to.
think Gallatin is in trouble, so you go help him out, and I'll figure something out.
well, as you guys have this conversation, you see Galadin go into that room, and you immediately hear as a sword, as you hear an echo through the halls of a sword hitting the stone floor.
And Ringo just does like a small
What?
face palm, not audible, like called it.
All right. Have an attack.
Short sword, and that'll hit.
Yep.
Go ahead, roll your damage. All right, you take your short sword and you pierce straight through the, and it just kind of looks up at you, and it starts to groan a bit. It goes.
I'm gonna peek around and throw two.
Throw 2 daggers. All right, go ahead and roll.
Oh,
All right, the first one will hit. That second one is a miss. Whew.
Yeah, he's got a +10 thanks to sharp shot.
I am again.
All right.
I am again out of daggers.
Ezekiel, you throw one dagger, and it flies right between Galadin's legs. Galadin, you feel the dagger slide between your legs, and as it goes straight into the head, and it just collapses down on the ground.
Alright. I would like to inspect the.
All right, go ahead and roll investigate.
As he's expecting the body, I'm gonna try to take care of these zombies one by one.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Investigation of
oh wait,
13.
he's not. Are these zombies not expecting it? Because they're
Yes,
assuming
it's a
they're
sneak
all-
attack.
There's
That's why I
three.
told. That's why I told you to do it. It's an auto crit and a sneak attack. You're going to kill.
So right. So they're gonna be automatic hits. So
No, it's not. You still have to roll the hit.
No,
You have advantage.
right.
roll the hit.
But
but
if you hit,
roll
if you
crit.
hit, it's a critical hit.
All right.
You do critical.
All right. I'm gonna do some rapier.
All right, 17's going to hit. 7, a
roll the damage
7,
twice.
and yeah, you roll your damage one, or he rolls a sneak attack twice too.
Yeah,
That was my sneak attack.
yeah, you roll twice because it's considered a crit, so I would roll the dice.
Alright.
And then roll your D8
And then
again.
you'll do D8 again.
Wow, that was terrible.
21, it's not bad.
I mean, the zombie's dead.
Is
You
it?
you take your rape, you stab it straight through the chest. You notice that the chest of the undead seems to cave in a little bit with, and all of a sudden its arms reaches out, slams on your shoulders, and it looks at you, and its mouth begins to open wide, and it just collapses right on top of you.
I pull out my rapier and push the body off.
All right.
Very quietly, of course.
I very quietly shove the zombie off. All right, Galadin. Your
Okay.
investigation, it did not lead to much. You're pretty much able to get a off of the zombie.
Oh, scimitar, interesting. I'll take it.
All right.
Hopefully, can do something.
All right.
Yep.
Going for some more sneak attack on that guy.
Yep, going for more zombies. This is where Rango shines.
18 will hit, and remember you roll both of your dice twice. And that was a good first hit.
Yeah, it's dead.
All right, Rango, you basically do your little fury of blows style, just whoa.
Yep.
You just create multiple holes in this hollow. It doesn't even have a chance to react past just like its body jolting from the damage, just laying limp on the ground.
Yep. Gotta stab this one. Right in its fucking its face. Oh, that would have been awesome if it was a natural 20 on that.
It doesn't matter, you auto crit.
I know, but still. It would have been amazing.
You definitely stab it in the face, that's for sure. So Ezekiel and Galadin. Oh god. Let's hope your other rolls do a little better than that.
That certainly got me out of trouble. Hopefully.
Keep
Alright,
going.
Ezekiel and Galadin, did you want to do something else?
I want to
Heading
talk
down
to this person,
this
just like
way.
very quietly.
Alright. Rango, you successfully kill that zombie. And she's just sort of standing there, kind of sword in one hand, torch in the other, just kind of watching you guys do things. She doesn't seem capable of.
I just try to poke her out of the trance. Hey.
She kind of looks over to you and she doesn't really say anything, but she does seem to be like, you have her attention.
Yeah, I'll come over here and I just basically signal the guys like, mostly clear.
I just give him a thumbs up. How far have you been down?
I don't remember. It's been so long. They keep going back and forth, and they just keep coming out of every hole. And
Look, we're gonna be okay, right? I wouldn't call us professionals, but we've been stuff before.
All right.
I mean,
Actually-
I would never actually call us.
Question, DM. I mean,
Answer.
I'm not gonna interrupt the roleplay or anything, but can I sneak up to here to see this entire room?
You'd have to roll another stealth check.
I will gladly do that. Not with
Natural
advantage,
one.
obviously. I mean, those zombies haven't seen me yet, so.
You don't have advantage.
I know. I
You
was.
Mm.
might have
don't-
advantage.
I know. I'm gonna try to roll it.
All right. You can
Mike?
go ahead and approach there. I would like you to roll me perception.
Oh no.
Rango's probably bitten
Oh
off.
no. Oh no.
Galadin.
Oh, I thought that was for Galadin. I thought that was for me. My bad.
Nah,
you're
it's me.
fine.
And that's
I mean, you're
persuasion,
welcome to try and
idiot.
persuade some zombies, but I don't think you're gonna get
Oh
very
wait,
far.
Guys,
sorry,
Guys,
I rolled the
guys.
wrong one.
guys, please stop your evil ritual. Everything's fine.
Anyways,
Oh,
continuing.
Okay. Yes.
So,
That was an
Galadin, as you
accident
look
on
at
my
this girl,
part.
she's very shaken. Just this is the epitome of fear standing by.
Okay.
Did you want to try and ask her anything else?
Who are you again?
Um, Sarah. My name's Sarah.
Okay, we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, at least you should
That's
go, I think.
you. Just back outside the entrance.
Okay, I think you're right.
Don't worry, everything's been burnt to a crisp back there.
Thank you for helping me. I should be able to see you guys once you come out. And she begins making her way out of the dungeon.
I want to follow her stealthily for a little bit.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth.
Wow, we are beyond average today.
In stealthing, yes. In seeing, no. All right, you follow her, and
That's
I mean, as far
just
as you can tell,
that's just barely beyond average. I have a +7, so that's an 11 on my.
Yeah.
oh. Go ahead and give me a perception with that stealth roll.
Oh no.
Mm.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. She gonna stab us.
As she walks, you can she almost has a little bit of a limp to her as she kind of stumbles her way out of the dungeon, still just shaken. Her arms just kind of dangle at her sides, only like raising her torch slightly, as she's just sort of gotten used to the walls of these catacombs.
All right, fair
She
enough.
doesn't seem to be doing
I'll head
nothing
back down.
suspicious.
Yeah, I'll head back.
All right. I. Hmm. What did you roll? 15 on your stealth?
Yep. Basically, I'm just trying to see
All
what
right.
more of this room.
I.
I'm not planning on entering it. I'm just trying to scout.
Ooh. It's close. All right. As you look into this room, you are somewhat wit to this pretty massive. You can see there's quite a few of these hollows in there. Most of them decorated in various worn-out armor from falling apart, rotting, some in a little better condition, but these were clearly of some sort. And some of them appear to be like on their hands and knees, almost with their head to the ground, just praying in a way. Some of them seem to be begging up. What you can only make out of from where you're. There appears to be a massive statue in the back of the room, which you can't really make out any details other than it seems to be made of some jagged stone.
Just gonna turn to Ezekiel when he gets back. You wanna head over and see what we can do?
I'm gonna head back towards the beginning of this hallway right here. I'm gonna signal him over to me.
Alright.
So you
He goes, alright. So I was doing some scouting and I took care of the ones in these hallways. However, there's a room
Okay.
of those hollows, and they're worshipping some kind of statue thing. I didn't really get a good look at it. But there was a hallway across. But I fear the only way to get past them is to, well, you know.
I pull out my stuff. Well, I do still have some tricks I want to try out. You remember that big ball of fire that you came across when we first came across the guy with this thing?
Very much so. And that would definitely work.
You want to try it?
No. I think you should. You have the honors. But
Yeah,
what
I know.
I'm going to do, but what I'm going to do is that while they are distracted, I'm going to try to cut across to see what's on the other side.
All right. Wait. Before we
What?
do, those are all in there, right? They're worshiping something.
Yes.
I believe so.
Let's go back to the other room and finish the sleeping ones before we wake them up and cause us to have a bigger.
That's fair. Cool.
Yeah, that's
See,
fair.
this is why you're the
I mean, I
man.
could try to kill
This is
them.
why you're the thinking man.
I could try to kill them one by one. It'll take a while.
Well, they're sleeping. It's just wait before we just walk into a room full of ones that are all.
I mean,
Fair enough.
I could try.
Yeah, if you
I'm
fail,
gonna-
we'll back.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna try to stealth my way into that room.
I'm gonna do the same.
All right, you guys both roll your.
I'm gonna hang right.
This is probably gonna fail.
Come on.
They are asleep, so you get advantage.
Oh, nice.
Oh, now you tell us.
You should have told us that earlier.
You've been
Oh,
doing
come on!
fine up until now.
17 on mine.
You know, it's somehow more insulting when you get the same exact roll.
It is, and it's such a low roll. Wait, we make. He doesn't
All
notice
right,
it.
you guys enter the room
Oh.
and you see the walls seem to be decorated with corpses, with these little, it's like slits in the wall, just barely wide enough to sort of slide a body into. A few of them appear to be rotten away skeletons. Some of them have a little meat on them still, but at least 6 of them that you can see do appear to be hollows with their arms kind of dangling out. You notice their chests moving up and down as they breathe.
I'm gonna look down
A couple
here
of them
real
kind
quick.
of stir a little bit,
I
but
think.
they
Hey,
none of
Rango,
them
I
seem to
think we
wake up.
want to. Yeah, Rango, I think we want to kill these ones.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look down here.
Alright,
Just
and I'll
hold
just
up. Just
start with the
don't
first one here.
don't do it anything stupid.
I
Whatever
promise
you
it.
do, don't sneeze.
You kind of you look through what appears to be a sort of metal door that is locked, and behind that door you see a room that has a few a variety of jars. Uh, each of the jars appears to have this sort of intricate decoration, writing. Some of them even have some jewelry dangling off the jar.
Oh,
Don't
Rango.
worry,
The gate is
Sneaky.
definitely
No.
locked.
Oh no, Rango's one weakness.
Don't worry, sneezing won't matter when we enter combat because I'm a gunslinger.
Yeah.
you
Rango
are the
starts to
sneeze.
slowly pull out his thieving tools to like pick the lock.
Okay, go ahead and roll with your thieving tools.
We kill the asleep ones first for a reason.
Yeah, I was about. Hey, that's so bad, actually.
All
It
right,
could still be
you
trapped. You didn't even check if it was trapped.
No, I did not.
don't give me ideas.
Yeah, just like while he's doing that, I'm just going to roll to kill this first one here.
Okay, go ahead and
Yeah.
go ahead and roll your
wait.
damage. Just like,
Whoa!
I assume a 23 hit.
Unlike the rogue, I doubt you'll kill him in one.
he does have a level in rogue though.
I do
So
have a
does
level in rogue. And I'm assuming a 23 hit.
Yes, a critical successful hit.
Oh, no,
Good.
I can set it. You know how you got the gear whenever you highlight the weapons? You can actually
Right.
set up your crit range. So
Yeah.
I made it so that a crit range of 2 is the thing. I'm just
Oh.
doing it so that I don't have to roll twice.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
23 does
It's
definitely
actually-
hit, though. Yeah. But Rango is he. Oof. See what we got.
15.
Yeah. I don't think he killed it. This is why
7 plus 1 equals
this is
8,
why
4
I
plus
let-
3, 750.
This is exactly why I let the deal with it. The higher level rogue.
All right, as you go ahead, you take your short sword and you stab it right there through its chest. And it reaches out toward and it starts to grow. You have stirred it awake and it does not seem to be dead.
Oh,
Under my
for
breath, I'm just-
crying
I'm just got, and I walk over here.
Rango just looks over like, seriously?
All right.
Shut up,
Rango,
I'm not doing this at you.
Rango, just before you hear the moaning, a nice, probably one of your favorite sounds outside of glittering coins, the subtle click of a lock unlocking, and the gate starts to slowly slide open.
Alright.
But you guys do now have a hollow that may or may not begin to wake the other ones.
And I
Just
basically.
as it wakes up, I'm just going to try and hack it with the short sword again.
All right, Rango and Ezekiel, you have a chance to react to this.
I'm gonna throw a dagger. I'm gonna throw 2 daggers. Oh wait,
You did grab
Yeah,
those
that'll work.
daggers.
eight.
All right, you go. You take that dagger and you chuck it across. You chuck it halfway across the room, and as the hollow starts to reach out of its little alcove at Galadin, square right in the side of its head yet again, as it just lays there limp.
I just
Can
basically
you get
give
me my dagger.
I just give Galadin like a look like, seriously? This is my expertise here.
Alright, then you go ahead and kill all the fucking dead things. I'm gonna look inside. We'll switch roles, okay?
And I say, and I don't say anything, I just basically do like a gesture like, I earn it.
I grab my dagger.
Alright.
All
I
right,
get a roll.
Galadin, go ahead and give me an investigation.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Before you,
Investigation.
Galadin, before you go check and everything, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
check.
I'm gonna
Oh yeah,
stab
yeah, go
this
ahead
guy.
and check it.
Okay, go ahead and roll all your accuracy and your damage.
Woo!
Yeah.
My favorite.
16.
Yeah, he's dead. Looking at the consistency of health, yeah, he's dead.
Indeed, he is very dead.
How does a 10 investigation do for traps?
Good job, guys.
I just do another
Why
flurry
do-
of blows on the guy. I'm very silent.
As you look around the room, you see these various urns and whatnot, and all you can think to yourself is, this is exactly like that one movie where the guy takes the jar and it summons forth a giant rolling rock.
Don't you mean play?
For Ezekiel,
Yeah,
no,
what the hell
it was a movie.
I'm from Floragno.
Oh,
Uh,
right. The movies exist
Yep.
over there. Right.
But yes,
I'm going to
Ezekiel,
roll
as
in
far
this.
as you're concerned, this entire room may as well be a booby trap.
Well, whatever.
I'm
You can
gonna
touch things if you want. I'm not risking it, and I walk.
I'm gonna kill some
I'm gonna
more.
risk it. I'm gonna risk it.
All right, Galadin, you go ahead and roll your investigation. Rango, you kill another zombie pretty much.
Come
Yep, and
on,
I'm
good roll,
killing
good
another
roll, good
one.
roll. I don't know if that registered.
Woo. We're gonna go with the first number. You don't have advantage, unfortunately.
On the
Let me
sleeping
make
ones?
sure Rango didn't. You have one more die to.
Yeah. I'm about to roll it.
Yeah, the D.
All right, you roll a 13 investigation. Are you just investigating the urns, or did you want to try and figure out if they were?
Let's investigate the.
All right. As you sort of look around, you notice there's a few like various jewelries. You pop one of the urns open. There's a little lid on the top. You lift it up, and it's full of ash. And just from that, you can tell these are all burial urns of some sort.
Hmm.
The most you get though is just this one kind of pretty jeweled necklace. You don't have an exact appraised value, but you think you can get at least a good 15 gold pieces out of it.
I'll just put it in under.
All right, and Rango?
Yep.
You killed another zombie. Congratulations.
Rango's basically Rango just goes over to the next zombie and repeats the same thing.
All right.
My turn.
So I don't have
Fuck it.
advantage
Ezekiel,
anymore?
would you like to?
No,
Well, I
you
hit
still
with
do. Okay.
Hold on, let me
I
handle
missed
it
my
second
before
attack.
before we go do anything too hasty. Come on.
Hey, I'm
Don't
letting you do it. I'm just over here.
Don't worry, I killed it. 22.
Indeed.
I actually get the D4.
That's what I want to know.
Huh? That's my crit.
Yeah,
Alright.
because they're all asleep, it's the automatic crits.
Right, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab the one that's right in front of me. Yep.
Alright,
All right,
and I'm
get
gonna
your
throw
damage.
across
Yuck.
throw across the hall. There we go, I hit with both of this.
Yeah, it's dead. Come on, man.
Yeah, I feel bad for these sleeping zombies. Not too bad though.
So yeah.
All right, Ezekiel, you with ease chuck your dagger, one into the head, another into the heart. And that hollow goes limp. Rango, You've started to get a little overconfident. You go for a nice neck jab.
Ah,
And as
crap.
soon as you do that, the hollow just looks at you and just
Bonus action,
screams
disengage.
Why would you disengage? Kill it.
Why?
Well, it just screamed. You fucked it up.
Well, there's no more
Eldritch
sleeping
Blast.
ones in this room. I think I got it.
Yeah, but now
just-
the awake ones probably know we're here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw my Eldritch Blast.
I think they would have be here by now if they heard us. Because the last guy that we woke up.
It was 3 seconds ago. The last guy didn't scream.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. The last guy screamed in Rango's face.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the one before that with Galadin. It didn't scream.
Yeah, the one with Galden screamed.
Okay, guys, come on. Just. That's enough.
Regardless, natural 20 on the hit.
Roll your damage.
Yeah.
That plus I can't hit
Pretty
him
much
again
unless you
if I
manage-
wanted.
Unless you manage to crit fail. I don't. Well, there's the crit fail.
Okay. Well, ignore the. Well, ignore the sneak. That's like 15 points of damage.
Yeah, only the force damage counts because it is not asleep anymore. But yes, you hurl your Eldridge dagger into it, and its head just explodes right off its body. Give me a. Who has the highest perception? It's Ezekiel, isn't
Yeah, but I suck at the roll.
it? Ezekiel, give me a perception.
Alright.
That's one so far.
Right.
I haven't rolled above 10 on.
Ezekiel, you hear some loud stomping and some loud crashing. And
Rango looks at Ezekiel. Well, not Ezekiel, Galden.
You don't hear it. You can't react to shite.
Ezekiel, you have a couple of seconds. You hear an extremely loud noise coming from this wall here.
Oh, crap.
I'm moving this way and gonna be like, you might want to, and just
I
get,
just back
get the
up
hell
5
out.
feet. I back up 5 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up over here.
All right. As you guys back off, you're gonna try to hide away,
Yeah.
Rango will.
right? All of you roll your stealth.
I'm not rolling stealth. I'm gonna face this man.
Okay.
Have fun.
Ugh, I think that's the lowest stealth I've rolled all night.
All right, Galden, as you look into the room, you see this massive, giant hollow crash through the wall and stomp into the room. And it just... And it looks and turns and it stares right down at you with its hollow, vacant eye.
Well,
Everybody, roll initiative.
I told you this was
man.
your fault, Rango.
Rango just like goes, this is not my fault!
oh god damn it.
It totally is. The one Galadin had didn't scream.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you over the freaking blast.
Of course. Goddamn initiative. It's the only thing I ever roll well.
Dude, you don't have a 6.
Well, that's a 9, actually. But still.
Well, it's a natural 6.
Well...
Oh god damn it.
All right.
How does it have a -2 today?
Well, it's
And
really
better than
big.
me.
All right, Ezekiel, you are first up.
Alright, so that thing crashing through the wall, that was a really loud sound, right?
Oh yes, you don't know what it is, but you know something has crashed into the room.
Alright, I'm gonna walk over here, look around, and I'm gonna fuck it, and I pull out my musket.
Ringus.
Bonus action, I'm going to mark it. Action. Sharp shot.
Oh yeah. Not only would that bang probably. Ooh!
All right, let's see some damage rolls.
Ooh, that had to be a natural one in your
Wow.
first
That
damage.
natural one.
Still 22.
Damage.
22,
Yeah.
22. It's not bad. Not bad.
I know. It's not bad. It's a pretty good hit.
If only it was a 12 on damage.
Yeah, okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Anyways.
Alright.
All right. So you take the shot, and it crashes into the chest of the mask, and
I'm
you
gonna-
can see where the bullet has sort of embedded itself in its chest, and it did not go all the way through the body. And it immediately looks to you, Ezekiel, and it just. It was not happy to get hit.
And I'm gonna peek back around here.
All
Goodbye.
right. Rango, you're up.
Rango will say in Draconic, which only Ezekiel will get. Rango will say, "Stop her!" As he shoots it with a bow.
All right. That will be a hit.
Oh wait, I forgot to tell you. I spent a grit point. Make a saving throw. Dazing shot.
Dazing shot. Which saving throw?
Oh, that would be constant. Oh shoot,
Constitution.
it probably has a pretty good const.
No, it doesn't.
Does, but it didn't roll very well. All right. What was the? I imagine the DC was higher than 9.
Yeah, 14. It has disadvantage on attack rolls until the end. Next.
Okay. All right. But as you, Rango, you shoot the massive hollow in the chest with your arrow, and yet again, it just looks at you. It just kind of doesn't even seem to react at all to the arrow in its chest.
Well, yeah, the bullet hurt a lot more. I'm gonna move over by Ezekiel.
Whoa. This is my hiding spot. Get the fuck.
Alright, I'll move over to this corner then. I'm gonna try to
Well,
stay in
how
cover as
Alex
much
is
as
just, like,
possible.
standing there the entire time.
I get enough work to get hit by this guy.
Yeah. Right. 1, 2. Gallon, it stomps right on up to you guys. And weird. Oh, we lost Ezekiel for. There we go.
Okay,
All
he's
right. It looks at both of you, and probably for the first time, you see a hollow speak. It just looks at the two of you and goes, "Move." It takes a rock. It picks a rock up off the ground from the rubble that it made from,
I'm currently behind cover.
and it swings that rock at Rang.
There
Why
you
me?
go.
It's a 9. It's
What did
fine.
I do?
You looked at him.
You shot him with your.
I don't have a
Your
gun. I have
bow.
a bow.
Pretty sure you're the one who
It's a
shot him with
9.
the gun.
Dude, it's a 9. He has disadvantage, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're welcome.
But that, just for the curiosity of it.
Yeah,
Wow,
if he
he's
did not
really-
have disadvantage, I would be down to 1.
He swings and he kind of misjudges your height, Rango. It goes right over your head as he slams that rock in the wall. Some dirt and rock from the wall sort of crashes down on your head.
Not the first time.
Galvin, you're up.
Bonus action. Hexblade. That brings my crit range down to a 19. And add on Hexblade's curse attack. And since someone is next to me, I get an extra in that. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Let's have a.
That's a crit.
No.
No.
That's a 14.
Crit range of
Oh,
19
that's
to
a-
20.
You're right. Not bad.
Yeah,
Read that wrong.
yeah, it's alright.
Eight and
Nice.
9. That's
17.
Yep, 17. I'm an idiot.
I feel that one in the morning.
All right, you go and you instinctively just slash at the beast's neck. And as you do, this black sludge pours out. It begins to gargle as it speaks. And you just notice its eyes immediately start looking at you, Galadin, as this black sludge just starts leaking down its.
Ugh.
That's disgusting. I don't know if I want to touch it anymore.
Lego goes, why would he
Yeah,
go in
that's
for
all I
the
can do.
head? It's chopping off the head is more messy.
Yeah, whatever. I end my turn.
All right.
Alright. I peek around the corner. I see that it's weird. It's bleeding this weird black sludge shit. Fuck that. I'm gonna walk up this way. Right here. And I'm gonna shoot it.
What did I just
All
walk
right.
into?
Combat.
Ah,
A massive zombie encounter.
neat. I'll leave putting me into this scenario up to you, DM.
I'm just waiting to make my appearance.
Yeah, just fucking break down a wall.
This time, just for
Captain,
the fun
it's
of
me,
it.
Captain Underpants.
Just
God
for
damn
the
it.
fun of it, I'm going to make a winging.
A
Ooh.
winging shot? What is a winging shot?
Knocks it prone if it fails.
Ooh.
strength.
If he does fail that, I get advantage.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it.
Please tell me it's higher than 14.
No, it's 14. Shit.
Damn it. Oh
All
well.
right, Ezekiel, you go and you take your shot, and this time you decide to aim for the head, just thinking, yeah, that'll be the kill shot. It's killed enough of them so far. The bullet flies to the zombie, and a very familiar sound of the back of the hollow's head blowing as you guys hear the blood splatter shoot out the back of its head.
Gross.
Not on us.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if any of that shit gets
And,
on us, I'm pretty sure we'll become more hollow.
Ezekiel looks at you again, and it does seem to be very mad that it just got shot in the face as the black sludge leaks down.
Yeah, I'd be pretty mad too.
I would
Dude,
be
you
too.
just dealt 40 damage to it in 2 goes.
Yep.
That's what happens when you have a gun.
All right, and that'll be the end of your turn, Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Rango, you're up.
Take a look at this.
Don't forget your sneak.
16 will hit. All right, Rango. You take your rapier and you go for that kill shot and you stab it straight into the bullet hole that Ezekiel made earlier. And you hear a distinctive metal clink on the ground behind the hollow as you manage to knock the bullet through the massive creature. Give me Rango and Galadin, give me some dex saving.
First nat 20.
Alright. You two immediately jump back as you notice the giant hollow just crash down in front of you.
Damn it, Rango, you weren't supposed to kill it. I was.
That
The
take
bullet
care of
helps.
that stopper!
Except me.
I feel good.
I mean, I loosened it up for you.
Yes, you very much were very much helpful. Yes.
Totally. Definitely. What up?
Let's go.
Oh, shit, where'd you...
You're out of combat, and Jack Pine, you can go ahead and throw your token down with the other party member. You would split off in the catacombs, just kind of looking around, seeing if you can find anything extra, but you didn't really find any.
You are the least stealthy person I know. How the hell did you sneak?
We were dealing with a giant.
We're
not hard.
distracted. That's how.
Rango probably says he probably punched them all in their faces, if I had to have my guess.
Yeah,
Leonard,
we're just
you-
distracted.
Anyway.
Alright, well, that room's dealt with. Now we can go deal with the other room. I mean, they
Yeah.
know we're here now.
Pretty sure we lost
Might
our
as well.
man as a surprise, but sure.
I'm just gonna
And-
pull out my stuff with a gleamful smile. Now,
Whose
time to
fault
watch the shit
Is
burn.
it that we lost our element of surprise, Rango?
Hey,
Hmm?
I'm not the one that did an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I'm the one that
but you
saved your
didn't
plenty of-
kill the zombie in time.
Well, it's not like that we can all
Eldritch
be
Blast.
murder machines, okay?
Fine. I'm gonna tell you this the one. Get behind me.
Alright, as you guys come back to the room, you notice the hollows don't seem to be in there anymore.
Well, shit.
Well,
Shit.
something tells me that we're gonna have a really bad day. Who wants to go ahead first?
Oh, go ahead first.
Alright, you have
I'll
the
go ahead.
wait, you have the staff thing. Wouldn't it be better if I go first?
Yeah, but if I see anything, I just immediately get to let it rip.
Alright, I basically
I'll just have
pull out my
stuff
arrow.
ready.
I pull out my short bow. I knock an arrow. And I go, ready. And I do a hand signal of 3, 2, 1, and I say, and I basically point to Galden to make him go in.
And I'll just go in and get ready to shoot off a fireball.
Alright, are we all gonna hit in the room?
Nah, I'm gonna
yeah,
stay
I'm
here for a
assuming.
good.
Yeah, we're going ahead into the room, but Rango's staying in cover.
So it helps to see something.
I think the DM is setting up the encounter.
Let's go ahead and reveal our little room.
Oh Jesus! What
Galden.
is that?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, it looks like Ornstein.
So you're not far off.
Galden,
Because it's in, motherfucker.
as you enter the room, you notice that the hollows have sort of stumbled their way back to the position they were, but they seem a little delirious, a little thrown off. They really aren't paying attention. They just seem to be looking around at random. And the next thing you hear is this rumbling and the
That's the
somewhat sound of stone cracking. With that sound, all the hollows immediately turn towards the statue and all back on their hands and knees. Much more vigorously, that seem to be praying and begging to the statue. You are witness to the statue beginning to move. It begins to stretch its one arm out very slow, reaching down to a section of the room that looks like a little table of some, grabs it and lifts it out of the ground to reveal it is a massive great axe. This thing is large enough. A normal fighter would have to wield it in two hands, but the statue just seems to lift it into one. And as it lifts it up above its head, you notice the rest of the statue beginning to move and stone cracking.
Rango,
Slams it down on top of the many hollows.
wait, did that thing just kill all of them in one hit?
As you all hear this crash, two things happen. One, the room fills with dirt and dust as that slam just blinds the majority of you, even starting to flow out into the halls. And right away, Ezekiel, Rango, Jack, you notice the ceilings begin to crack above you, and rocks begin to fall down on your head.
About to get fucked up by a gargoyle.
Let's see some dexterity saving throws, guys. Because now the catacombs is caving in. Alright, Rango. As far as you can tell, the only place you can run is forward. And that's around the corner and towards Gallatin.
Yep, I go towards that direction.
Alright. Zeke.
Over here, not over there.
Okay.
Yeah, to Gallatin, not to me.
He said Ezekiel.
He
No, he said Gallatin.
Did he say Gallatin?
said my name first. Yeah.
Sorry, I heard Ezekiel first. My bad.
Alright, where am I going? Rue?
DM?
DM, you good there? In case you're wondering, we can't hear you. See you.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, no.
There it is.
Yeah. I saw that
Yeah,
comment.
blood after this happens a bit.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright. Zeke, where did I get cut off at?
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel.
Oh.
Jack Fine, you've got to make a save as well.
Yes, Jack, you will need to make your dex save as well. But Ezekiel, as you look back to start running out of the tombs, massive chunks of the ceiling start collapsing down in front of you. And the only path that seems to be available is towards the room with other hollows.
Boss fight.
Okay. It was
I feel like this is going to happen one way or the other.
Alright.
I don't like that. I like behind Gallatin.
I don't make the same.
Jack!
Oh no.
Jack, you
Dead.
start to realize the room is falling apart, but you notice a little bit too late. You look up, a rock starts crashing down, and you leap. You just sort of tumble into the rest of the party that ends up knocking them over and throwing them into the room.
Yeah.
Everyone move their token by 1 square. There we go.
Okay, so you are, for the most part, you have all now entered the room. Sorry for kidnapping your tokens a little bit.
It's
fine.
There we go.
I I just basically give like an angry look to Jack.
Oh god, Jack.
God,
You-
take 10 damage.
The rocks managed to really get you as you tumbled through. You took 10 damage from the
Can
fall.
I, instead of all of that, can I try to catch the debris?
Too late.
What? No.
One DM
I
said.
will
saving
tell
throw.
you this. It was a dex saving throw, so you had to try and you were trying to jump out of the way. If you wanted to try and catch debris, I would say it's the roof caving in. So if you were going to try to catch it instead and you fail, you're going to.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So at least this way you took damage, but you're still alive. You're still in the fight.
All right.
Rango,
That,
go.
how much?
You took 10.
You took 10 damage.
Damn, that's a lot of damage.
It's a rock falling from the
You
ceiling.
said that the. Sorry, you said that these hollows over here were eliminated?
I'm now getting to that part. You guys have been a bit blinded by the various dust. Didn't even get a chance to see Jack Pine tumbling through you guys.
Hmm.
Did you need something, Dave? You good?
Scared the shit out of me.
I'm sorry, I thought I heard you call. Okay, happy. Anyway, as the dust begins to clear, you notice that the axe has embedded itself into the floor, and the majority of all these hollows have either in pieces or in dust scattered across the ground, except for one. One of these hollows begins to stir as this white mist begins to flow from the various corpses
Graphic.
and fills this one hollow. A hollow that has a bow strapped across his chest. Bloodart, please introduce your character.
Oh, damn.
I mean, we're all hollows, so it makes sense.
What's with all the noise?
God damn it.
Hello. What are you all doing here?
We could ask you the
That's a
very
long
same question.
I don't think this is the best place to talk. Turn around.
Uh,
Agreed.
Blood Archer,
For this thing.
Yes, DM?
go ahead and go to where your character sheet is.
Yeah.
Click on your name and drag it onto the map. It will drop your.
yeah, you might want to place it in this square. I think that's where you were at.
How do I do that again? Just drag my name?
Yeah, just basically click and drag it
Yeah.
onto the board. Right here.
Oh, fuck. How do I do that? I'm looking on the character sheet. Where exactly?
No. You
Go
click
to
and
bio
drag it.
info, and
Oh,
drag
gotcha.
just drag the photo on bio and info.
Yeah.
Right here.
There we go.
I don't know what the
Hey.
fucking name shit they're doing, but oh, never mind. It does work. How do I get rid of?
Just delete it.
There we go.
This has
All
never
right.
worked before now, so I'm a little confused on why that worked now.
Well, regardless,
But,
I think there's
Blood
about to be a
Archer.
boss fight.
Listen, guys, we can talk later. All I know is that I've been asleep for a while, and it seems to be that you woke something up.
We
Yeah, that
didn't
happened.
wake anything up. That statue guy woke up.
I mean, I think it's on
All
you,
on
right?
its own, I think. I wasn't in.
This
Or
place
that.
is very
Um,
old. There's a bunch of booby traps.
Also, isn't that the X that we came here for?
Why the hell are we talking? There's a
I don't
giant
know.
stone coming at us.
I
Yeah,
guess we're waiting
as
for
all
the
of this
overgods
talking is
to
happening, I'm
basically
going-
say initiative.
Hold on, what's going on?
No,
To
Oh,
I'm
take
we
gonna-
the
just changed
axe,
maps.
would that be sleight of hand?
For crying out loud, guys.
Everyone quiet down for a moment. All right. So, Blood Archer, go ahead, introduce your name, your class, and describe to us what your character looks like.
I'm an ancient archer from eons ago, and at one point I lost my humanity and fell asleep in a crypt filled with similar creatures. Back when I was last awake, people were trying to fight over territory and trying to find balance in a world with chaos. I wear leather armor that has rune symbols etched into it. I'm 5'11". I have pale skin, and my eyes are as red as blood.
All right.
No.
And then your character class.
I'm a ranger.
Called it.
He told us. What do you mean you called it?
Like in my head. Like fucking.
Rue typed it into chat 4
Yeah, like.
days ago.
Yeah.
Wait, hold
That's like
on.
saying you find an Easter egg and it's like, oh, it's the Easter Bunny. I called it.
I had where? When the fuck?
It's in Discord. This Discord channel in general. Like,
Yeah,
hold
just
on.
scroll up. You'll literally see him say it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't remember what.
Anyway,
It was at least a couple days ago. I know that much.
yeah. Sorry to sound like a pain in the rear end and all points south, but are we done with the introductions?
I think it would be probably a good
Yes.
idea.
As you guys have been talking, the stone giant has been moving more and more
Huh.
as its limbs seem to stop moving so jaggedly and
Rango
have more
goes,
fluid motion.
I think it's enough talking. Time for a bit of monster slaying.
Yeah.
Everyone give me a dexterity saving throw.
Hey
Again?
man, I was
Everyone
about
except
to
for
do something.
Zane.
How do I do that?
Character sheet.
Zane, you are
Hey,
good. It is
look,
not aiming at you at the moment.
What happened?
What
Oh,
about
you
a
said except me.
17?
Oh god damn it.
Johnny, you said
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
currently swinging at the massive group of people.
Hold on, my
well, but
character
at least
sheet.
I didn't piss.
My character sheet's being wonky.
Oh, hey, you managed to pull it off.
What was the DC?
So,
Fuck,
Galvin and
this
Rango.
asshole's range.
Well,
if it was
Rango's
big
dead.
enough. No, it says he said I managed to save.
No, I meant that you managed to roll the dexterity save. You did not save.
What is the save?
15.
Okay,
God damn it.
Oh shit.
I passed it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we noticed.
Sweet.
All right. The rest of you can all go ahead and use your movement speed to have rolled out of the way. Galadin and Rango, you have half of your movement speed, and you take 14 slashing damage as the great axe just crashes down right on top of you and knocks you aside. Moved over here.
And I am down.
That's a big statue.
All right.
Told you.
Everyone can start rolling their initiatives.
Yeah, if my sheik would stay up.
How do I roll
Alright,
mine, Johnny? Do I use the little dice icon here, or do I go to
So-
my character sheet?
Click on your
Hang on.
token on the screen. Then go to your character sheet, and above your health, there's a thing that says initiative.
Wait, did I lose internet?
I don't know, but you
I
have
hear you fine. But,
Oh, so just click the button initiative.
Yeah. You got a 9 for yours, man.
Yeah, I had to reroll because I didn't select my token. Also, my character
I'll
sheet is
just
being
throw you
weird.
on the board.
How do I select my token? Just
I basically just click
in the
on it.
future,
what
in
you
the
have to make?
future, you'll click on your token, and then you'll open your character sheet, roll your initiative, and it will throw you in the turn order appropriately.
But yeah, I am down.
All right. I think everyone's got their roll. You guys, Rango is down. Galadin, you
Alright. Seeing this new situation unfold in of it's gonna take the time to move around here with the target in sight. I'm gonna cast Wall of Fire.
okay? You're casting it basically right on the guy or in front of him.
Yeah, okay, so let me just draw it out with a ruler how I'd want it.
Okay.
So, yeah, how many feet is it again that I get?
With a wall of fire, it is a wall up to that can't be a wall up to 60.
Yeah,
So
I'll
you could
just
very
leave it at the
easily.
30 feet there. So yeah, I could actually very easily.
All right, I'll go ahead and draw a little. There we go. There we have a wall of fire.
Yeah. And so now he
So
would have to make a dex save or take 25 points of damage. No, of
25
course,
or
I'll
21?
just
21.
21. Sorry, 21. Regular. Make it red.
All right. I assume with dex save is
Yeah.
half damage.
Then
All
the
right, so he
flames are
took
going.
he only
Flames
took
are going
11
this way.
damage.
Damn. Okay. Wait, another thing was. Know if they or not.
To my understanding, no. It's just a wall of fire. Anyone could walk through, but they're going to get hurt when they.
So yeah, no pushback when you first enter it on a turn, or if you stay your whole turn with, you take damage.
Unless you.
Yeah, I'm just reading over the spell.
And it only damages to one side of.
All right.
Okay, my character sheet's being all wonky.
It doesn't really matter.
I mean,
You're
regardless, I
down
have
right
to do.
now.
Regardless, I have to make death saving throws once it gets onto my turn. So.
Yeah.
All right. If you wanted to try and log out of Roll20, log back in. If we have any further problems, I can just go ahead and pop open your sheet and roll the thing.
Yeah, worst case.
But for now,
I'll try
Galadin, I believe that's the end of your.
I'll try backing out and coming back in. So give me a second.
I'm actually going to do something very interesting.
Just
Use
roll
one
for
of
me if I am
my
not in.
two. Yeah, I'm going to use one of my 2 spell slots for my sword to go at Randolph.
Okay.
Oh no, that's 2 concentration spells. Sorry, never mind. That's it. My turn.
Yeah, unless you want to
Mine.
sacrifice your wall of fire.
You can't.
I'm not gonna do
You
it.
can't cast 2 higher level spells in a turn.
Yeah, that's an action as well. So
Well, no,
never
the
mind.
wall
My
of
turn
fire
ends.
is from its stat.
Yeah, but even then, it's 2 concentrations. I'll end my turn.
Okay, that'll
And
fix
check.
it.
You have your opportunity to attempt to punch the giant stone monster.
If you walk into the wall
I
of
would not recommend it.
Enough, he's not considered inside. Not all of them is considered inside the.
well,
Something's
yeah, there's a
poking
little
out.
bit of him poke.
Yeah,
Trying to
Yeah.
be beef jerky. That's how you become beef jerky.
hell yeah. And plus, the wall is see-through for the convenience of ranged attack.
I'm pretty sure it's.
No, you can make it opaque or see.
Alright, let's quiet down. What do you want to do?
Oh, Jack's gone. Jack a boy.
See. I'll send him a message just in case.
Honestly, that's about what I expect. He never stays for most of a session.
Yeah, he's like in and out 10 minutes tops.
It's weird. Um,
And send a message in the chat, see if there's anything.
Unless it's a mic problem, which it shouldn't.
who knows?
Hell, for all we know, he's away from the keyboard.
Me.
Huh?
For now.
Just
Oh,
knowing his
there he
character,
is!
but he's just going, hey,
What's going on? I fucking zoned the
the
fuck
wall of
out.
fire
It's your
surrounding him,
turn.
but there is some of this big stone guy poking out, so you might want to punch.
Wait, is this red fire?
Yes.
Yeah, but there's some poking out, so you
Anywhere
can still
along
walk up
these
and.
lines, you should be able to punch it.
Okay, I have, I believe, 2 punches at the moment. Level. Yes,
4.
2 punches.
Nice, go
Alright.
for it.
Go ahead and see those rolls.
Boom, boom.
Alright. You take your fist, you go, goo, goo. You punch it, and basically what's its legs sticking out. And you do. It doesn't seem to react at all, and now your hands hurt from punching stone.
I should have used the arm.
You idiot.
I'm doing that next time.
Oh, if we had a bottle of acid, it probably would work.
Fucking next time, you literally staring directly at a monster.
Okay,
Alright.
hate to sound rude, but
Yep, on a death saving throw.
Unless there's anything else you wanted to do on your turn, Jack.
That's one
I think
fail.
your 2 attacks are pretty much it. Oop. Alright. I do believe you guys picked up health potions at some point. I'm not sure
Yeah,
who
I did.
has them or if you want to use them.
Don't.
Zane, you are up.
So I think would be the most iconic thing to do is I'm going to move a little bit away and attempt to shoot him in the face with an arrow.
All right.
Hell yeah.
You can go ahead and if you click on your you can just drag it to wherever you'd like to drag. You have 30 feet of movement, so basically anywhere within 30 feet you.
Each square is.
Yes.
Wait, I have 2 options on my thing now: a little circle and a gearbox.
Those are just
Don't worry
little
about
symbols
those.
you can use. Those are more or less just like GM tools. But you can go ahead and open your character sheet, and you said you wanted to shoot it with an arrow. So you can just click your short bow.
You mean my longbow, but okay.
Oh yeah.
Longbow, hell yeah.
And just click on the longbow. All right, let's give this a little college.
All right. You sort of, this little black square in front of you is a pillar. But you go ahead and you step behind that. You're in a little bit of. You take your longbow. You stretch it out. You launch the arrow. A bit of stone armor peeking out from the fire, and the arrow just bounces right off of.
Fantastic.
All right. Unless you wanted to do something with your bonus action, that would be the.
What can I do in my bonus action again?
Not much. I think you have spells, but putting them up now would really only help you for your next turn.
True. I've been asleep too long. So what do I press to end my turn? The gearbox or the little circle next to it?
No,
No,
the
no,
you
DM
can
will
just
turn.
announce.
Wait, this guy has
Yeah.
higher than 19 armor class?
Yes.
Oh shit, we're fucked.
Ezekiel,
I
you're up.
wouldn't exactly say so. You just have to
Alright.
think outside the box.
So
Exactly.
I walk over to Rango's corpse and just kind of look at it, kind of condescendingly. Just shake my head and I tap him with my foot and I cast Cure Wound.
Wow.
It's such a jackass way to revive your friend. It's like, here's a phoenix down, dickhead.
Who said
All right. So
Oh, yeah.
You have
I will
6
say this
health.
much: you are an Ezekiel. You are an artificer, so your form of magic is science.
A
So
needle
just
pops
kicking
out of my
him.
boot and I kick him with it.
Okay, you have medicinal kicking powers. I'm all right with that.
Rango's just have his eyes open and he goes, do that again and I will stab you.
Dude. Save your life. Alright.
No, I
won't do
don't
it.
mean like don't heal me. I mean don't kick me.
Hey, get kicked or get healed.
Fine.
And then I'm gonna walk over to here, and I'm gonna use my next sniper's mark, and I'm just gonna mark it, and I'll end my.
Okay. Sniper's mark just grants you advantage for your next.
From 1 minute, I have advantage.
All right. Let me go ahead and find a
You're
little
gonna
symbol
need
on
that.
here that be. Fuck it. There we go. That's a good enough symbol. He's got a little gun on him.
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right. You guys can kind of see through the flames. You notice the stone giant sort of turn behind it. Looks to this sort of alcove in the wall. It reaches out for something and just. You hear some rock pull away. Pulls force this massive stone shield. I forgot to say how tall this thing was. 10 feet tall.
Well,
The
guys,
shield
the
is
AC
good
just
for
got even
feet.
higher.
It takes that shield right in front of you guys witness as the shield, these runes begin to glow across the shield, and he just sort of bashes the wall of flame, and it dissipates.
Oh no.
Disregard that. Sorry, misclick.
Oh, you're fine.
Wait, did he
That
disappear?
he
accidentally
vanished.
did him.
He's dead.
Get him back!
Dude.
The ground caved in and he fell. He's gone.
I wish!
No, he shrunk.
That's it?
Wait a minute, doesn't Jack get an opportunity attack?
It didn't move. It just sort of turned and.
Oh, sorry. It just looked like where you had it, he moved.
No, he needed to clear out some of
Right?
Although Jack's about to.
Yeah,
be
that armor class is
what
probably
happened.
like 25.
And it looks down at Jack, and it takes its great axe, raising it up into the air. 17 damage to Jack, because I imagine he does not have an armor class of 23.
Oh yeah, he already took 10 damage
Jesus.
earlier.
What's 24 minus 7?
24 minus 7.
Is that
17?
17?
I'm gonna be that guy. That's a lot of damage.
Okay, which one is it? Which is it?
We might. I think we are probably going to die.
Okay, I'm using this, so it's for.
Alright, so your Pugus level is your 4th, and whatever your Constitution modifier, you get that in temporary hit.
I got 7 temporary.
Oh dear God, your Constitution's only +3.
Don't spend them
It's
all in
not
one
my
place, buddy.
main focus, okay? My main focus is strength and then constitution.
Well, we're bold.
Alright. Galvin, you.
Alright, do I can see in between his legs? Or do I not need to see with this? Just a point I choose within range. Okay. Yeah, I think it is time. Let that baby burn. I'm gonna use up 3 points from the Staff of Fire and cast Fireball behind him over here. So just to check. Oh, okay.
It's got 20
I'll do
foot,
it from
so it needs to be right here.
20 feet. So it'll be from this
How
point
much,
on the wall.
how much damage do you think that would do to the building?
The
About
ceiling's already
8D,
caving in.
about 8d6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Like,
talking about the
if we don't
walls.
kill this thing, the place is gonna just top.
Yeah. Look,
We're probably
I'm
gonna have to
casting
Indiana Jones this shit.
Okay, look, I'm casting the spell and none of you can stop me. Make a Dex 13 or take 22 points.
I'm out of range.
Yeah,
So-
you're not getting
Okay,
hit.
you're fine.
So go ahead. You're casting a spell. Go describe to me how you go about casting it.
I see in between his legs and I can make my assumptions about distance and all, so and I just go, screw it, throw it at the wall, and then it just turns into this huge burning flame, ball of flames, just erupts and just practically.
All right.
Is that a sign of a
fireball-
fireball?
No, that's Jack's Pine's hair grubbing against his microphone.
Oh no, I'm not. I thought I was like, yo, this is really like interactive. I actually thought I heard the fire.
Nope,
That's
just
a
Jack
good DM,
Pine's hair
unfortunately.
Hey, I've
in
been way too
real
much
life rubbing against the fire against the mic, but it was perfectly timed.
Fireball.
What, but where the fuck even is that come on?
All right. So that fire, sort of small fire orb, goes past your through your staff, behind the legs of the stone golem. It is standing there with its shield, and you are all witness to the shield. Whoosh, the runes light up on it again. The explosion happens, but it seems smaller than it should have been.
Oh, for Christ's sake,
but the explosion does happen.
the shield limits its damage.
So I'm just assuming
I'm
11
just
points of
glad it
damage.
didn't like trip or something, because that would have sucked for me.
Oh, I can make it trip. You want me to make it trip?
No, I think
Yeah,
I'd literally die if it made it trip.
I think our first order of business is to get rid of that damn shield out of his hands.
I guess be happy that the runes don't have reflective magic, because then you would have hit yourself in the face.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that would
It
have
would
hurt.
hit me in the face.
That would have been bad.
Nah,
Yeah,
it would have hit both.
Okay, so moving on. Ooh, that's an action, so I could do that for bonus action.
I believe it's Jack's turn,
Uh,
but I could be wrong.
Galden still has his bonus action and his movement. So
okay, I'll end my.
end your turn.
Yeah.
Jack, you have yet another chance to punch it. Unless you have something else in your arsenal.
Dude, don't forget your Moxie abilities.
Hey. Alright. Fisticuffs, whenever I use like a weapon or a thing, I can an extra attack or a grapple, and I have something I can use as a bonus action. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use human arm, and since it says I have to use unharmed with the extra attack, do that. That doesn't do shit. Then I'm gonna use this as a bonus action. So I'm resistant to the damages.
Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, then at the end, you get an exhaustion level. Okay.
And that'll be the end of your turn.
Yeah, I don't think I did any damage.
No, you did not.
I don't think you even hit him.
Probably pissed him off, though.
I think I hit the shield. It was like, oh fuck. I'm
Yet
nothing
again.
but I'm basically a tank right now. I just take damage and
Yeah.
take damage and pull aggro. That's what I am.
You take your human arm and you swing it at the stone giant's leg, and you can hear the bones crack in the human as you hit it.
The thing
You
is,
go for
it's
another
in my
punch.
arm.
You go for yet another punch, and it's like punching a stone wall. It hurts. It doesn't hurt you too bad, but it doesn't feel good. That's for sure. But you don't seem to do any damage to.
Okay.
Rango,
I get up because I imagine I'm prone. I don't have anything that could really damage this guy. I mean, I have breath weapon, but he's been blocking magic left, right, and center. Fuck it. I'm gonna stay at range and use my bow.
oh,
Since he's engaged, that won't hit.
Damn it! If only that hit.
uh, you launch an arrow and you tried to get over the shield, but unfortunately, the arrow just bounces right off the shield of the giant.
Ringo goes, "Oh, come on. Anyone got anything that can pierce stone?"
Yeah.
Well, I suggest you use it.
I
I'm
might have
about
something.
Alright, Rango, is that the end of your turn?
I can't. I don't have anything to do with my bonus action except like try to hide, disengage, or you know, run.
Alright. And Zane,
All right. Question. I can cast a spell before I do my movement action, right?
You can do them in any.
Yeah, you can move, say, here and still cast it.
All right. Well, I'm going to try something slightly different. If it doesn't work, then we might have to consider our options and we might have to retreat slightly back because something about that shield is.
Yeah, that shield has enchantments on it that probably stops
It,
magic.
I have runes etched into my armor. It reminds me of that, but that thing is something else. It seems really old.
Okay. So what did you end up?
Nothing yet.
I think he was discussing.
Okay. Yeah, my microphone cut out for a moment. So what would you?
I go to my. I would like to cast Hunter's Mark on this creature. I noticed that as everything seems to bounce off of him, there are some cracks in his stone skin. So I'm going to attempt to try to make a shot, use the spell, and then take a shot right around his neck area, above where the shield can block.
Okay. Go ahead and click on Hunter's Mark so that it puts it in. Or actually, no, I think the way.
Yeah,
Yeah, the way.
that's
If I
fine.
remember right, Hunter's Mark gives him advantage, doesn't
No,
it? No.
it gives
It's
him
just
an
bonus
extra
damage.
d6 damage if he hits, and advantage to find it if he's tracking it.
Ah, that's okay. So
Yeah.
then go ahead and roll an attack.
So then I go back to my.
Yeah, the extra damage will only occur if you do manage to hit him with your initial.
All right, so I go to my inventory and go to longbow, and let's attempt to see if I can't make a bigger crack in that neck of his so that somebody can manage to take him down.
All right.
22. Let's go.
Please tell me that
That
hits.
is a hit.
Oh, thank Christ! So somewhere
All
within the
right. In the chat, you can go ahead and click on the word longbow, and that will roll your damage. Nice shot.
Wow, that's the first time someone actually did that. The first, like every time someone says in the chat, click longbow, they always click it on the.
Well, he kind of ran me
Thank you,
through a little
Tuna.
bit of this for a couple of days, so I could sort of understand how this works.
All right.
Oh, thank God.
Don't worry,
Yeah, let's see what the
you'll learn.
So, what's the damage? Did I manage to finally put a dent in that piece of garbage?
All right.
So what's the damage?
As you got a 10 plus 1, so 11.
I don't think this guy has 11 HP, does he?
Oh, he
You
has
haven't even hit
much
him.
more than that.
You haven't even hit him yet, so I wouldn't be laughing.
I know, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I don't think, like I said, I don't think he has 11 HP. If this is an actual stone giant, we might be screwed.
Yeah, damn, I just want to double check. My wall of fire and my fireball did damage him?
The wall of fire damaged him, and the fireball seemed to have been weakened when.
So it
Okay.
almost seems like it did half damage or a quarter damage.
So we're dealing
Yeah,
damage
that's what
to
I'm
him. We
thinking.
just don't know if it's going to kill him or not.
Okay, weird's a
So-
bit of an understatement.
Zane, you fire the arrow and it flies. It actually manages to hit one of the cracks or the gaps in the stone armor, and it seems to get stuck there, but the giant doesn't really seem to react at all.
Oh no, he takes half damage.
And
Fantastic.
Ezekiel, you're up.
All
I
right,
would
let me show
suggest
you how it's
hitting.
done.
I would suggest taking what I just did and just keep putting pressure.
Oh
in.
shit! Wait, I clicked the wrong. There you go. Oh,
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. A critical hit will hit.
Why'd you roll 2? Hello?
Mm.
Did Ezekiel die on us?
Discord has claimed another
No.
victim.
Oh no! Discord has claimed a victim. No!
It's like that movie Unfriended, but while
Yeah.
we're playing D&D.
There we
You know, I actually thought about running that as a campaign once.
Oh, that would be fucking
go.
awesome.
There we go.
Okay. So you roll. Oh. So why did you roll it twice for the piercing
I
damage?
didn't mean to. It's just the 8 plus 5
Okay.
twice on X. But damn, the second one is so much better.
Oh! Yay!
He falls pro.
9. He falls prone.
Oh. No, it is not.
Oh, it's
Wait, what?
As the shot manages to hit him, crack him in his armor, his entire body seems to shake. And he almost looks like he's about to tip over and holds his ground.
damn. It's immune to prone.
Ah, crikey.
And next time, aim for the dick.
Don't you mean the crotch?
Oh no, I
no.
meant what I did. Right in the thing.
It's a
Fall
stone
back into this
statue. I
hallway.
don't think it has a dick.
What's back?
Back there, it for the most part, it just seems to be a series of empty rooms.
Cool. I'm back here now.
That would be a pretty good cover to fall back to if we are low on health.
You mean when?
I said when we're low on health. I'm already low on health.
Sorry.
Okay.
So am I.
Enemy's
crap.
turn.
Yeah, for some
Yeah, he
reason,
got removed.
because I accidentally deleted him.
Yeah, it's the 3.
Three.
Okay, I still got my cross count. Good.
Okay. Jack, the stone giant looks down at you. It takes its shield and it swings it at a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
this is gonna hurt.
Can I use my cross counter ability instead?
What's your
What is cross counted?
counter?
You can use your reaction, spend moxie points to reduce the damage of a melee attack against you by 1d10. Reduce damage to 0. You can make an unarmed strike.
It's a 1d10 plus strength modifier plus pugilist.
And then you have the 2 moxie points to use.
Yeah, I got 2 points. Okay.
Alright. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to add the freaking button on here. 7 plus. Alright, so that is 7 plus 10.
You still take 1 damage.
So you took 1 damage, and it has knocked away by 10 feet.
I like slide on my feet, just standing there, slide.
But it's basically knocked you back 10 feet, so you're where Galadin.
I just like bump and was like, oh hey, hi.
Hi.
Alright, so you can either stand next to Galadin, or Galadin can step aside.
Yeah, I'll step to the side.
Alright. And the beast steps forward. And it raises up its great axe.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Galadin, it was aimed at you this.
Oh,
No,
You
please.
take 18 slap.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna definitely need to use those health potions during this.
hmm.
I'm not too worried. I'm feeling okay.
Are we getting gold for this?
I
Yeah.
assume as soon as we get that axe and whatnot, and whatever treasure we're supposed to get.
Did we
eh,
work on disarming this guy instead of killing it?
Okay, guys, I'm down.
Wait, you're
I'm
down?
down.
Oh
Yeah, but
no.
since it doesn't say anything going down at the same time as casting the spell or anything, I am able to cast Hellish Rebuke at second level.
Oh, I could
Yep, you can
just.
cast your health rebuke.
Wait, who has the health potions?
Me, so Dex or take 11. I have a health potion in my pocket.
And
So I can just force one down your gut.
What are you
Yeah,
gonna
pretty
do?
much.
Wow.
Throw it at him?
No, I'm like right next.
Oh, I'm sorry. I confused you with the one that's over. Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
Confused you with.
what my
This one?
original idea was just to run over there.
Okay.
It's gonna be his turn,
Alright.
and then it's my turn. That's
So
about it.
Galden, the great axe swings down, and how's your hellish rebuke go?
Just as I'm falling down, just some of the blood goes up and just instantly burns his hand. That's holding the ground.
Alright. Your blood stretches out and catches. You notice there's some scorch marks on the armor, but yet again, the runes on the shield glow, and the guy does not realize.
We need to take care of that shit. Does anybody? I think I have rope. I accidentally clicked that by accident.
Hmm.
That was not meant to click.
Ooh, there's an idea that I could do.
Would it be helpful?
If me being on top of him in melee range be helpful to.
Well, I don't think he can reach very high.
No, what
I
I'm
think you'd
saying is
be.
that what I could do
Okay.
technically is that I could run up him, be on his back, and try to keep stabbing him with my rapier.
If you guys want to
Yeah,
go
I
big
think he
bet, I
could
could
reach
draw
you
a
there.
card.
Come on, man. Okay, that's a failure one.
Oh,
At least it's not a natural one.
Nine.
alright,
Okay.
Jack, you're up.
I'm going to grab him, Galadin, and just run to the other side of the disengage
Okay.
first.
No, no, no,
Just
no,
like
no.
grab both of us and just like run over here.
I think grab is an action.
Yeah.
If
I
you're
think
you,
whoever
if
has.
you have to disengage, that's your action.
DM's ruling. DM's ruling.
True.
Well, I'm going to say you can't disengage, but as you pick up Galadin, you start to run. The stone golem doesn't seem to attack you. It just watches.
So where are we going?
Over here.
Strike your token over and I'll just follow behind.
Yeah.
But that will be the end of your turn. Rango, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna use cunning action for this because I'm pretty sure it's gonna cost half my movement to climb up him. So here's what I'm gonna do. I basically run on over and I climb up to the top of his back. Like I climb to where his head is.
All right, I'm going to say you need to do acrobatics to climb.
Okay, please do well. Cause I have an idea that could work.
17.
Please don't tell me you're trying to get it to hit itself.
Well, yeah.
Good luck.
I mean,
Dude, it's gonna take a natural one for that to happen.
Rango, you succeed. You managed to climb up. You said you wanted to try and climb up to its head.
yeah, basically. I was just trying to bug
Alright,
him
as
to
soon as
make him
you-
attack with his axe.
All right. As soon as you get up to him, you can see how jagged the armor looks, and with ease, you see all the various spots you can grab and latch onto, and just like a lizard climbing up, just like a garden lizard climbing up a wall, you just skitter all the way up to his head. And he is massive enough, and you are small enough. You could just stand on his head with.
Alright, as I do stand on his head, of course, like kind of keeping a decent grip, I'm gonna stab him in the head with my rapier.
Okay.
Damn it.
You raise your rapier up, and you. It does nothing. It doesn't even crack the stone in the slightest.
No, but it definitely will get his attention.
Alright.
And either way, he drops his weapon and try to
Zane.
grab me.
True. Zane, I will say this: you can use your turn as normal, but after a moment of watching this thing fight, you recognize something about it. You can go ahead and roll a history if you'd like to see if you can remember.
Where exactly do I roll that?
You'll go to your character sheet, and under your skills, there'll be one for history, and you'll click.
Under what exactly?
Skills. So
On
it's right next to your ability score.
God.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
Come on, man. Come on.
Please roll well. Damn it.
Ooh. Doesn't have high intelligence.
All right, you kind of think for a moment. You look at it, and you recognize this thing is a fighter that you've met before, but you can't remember any specific details about it.
Can I proceed with my turn as normal?
Yes, you can go ahead and proceed with your attack.
Only advice I'm gonna offer everyone is that you see where Ezekiel is? We might be better off if we retreat towards that way and draw his attention. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna move a little bit of away. I'm gonna see if I can't hit one of the biggest runes on his shield and see if I can damage it, that it'll fuck up the protective capabilities of the. Well, I'm not gonna jump on his back and give him a little tickle.
Hey, at least he might drop his weapon.
I'm gonna stab him with a rapier. Cling. Well, that didn't work.
To be fair,
I have a short sword and I got a staff, but neither one of those things seem to be able to cut through stone.
True.
Yes.
You can go ahead and roll for your.
hey, I don't want to hear Mr. I shot an arrow at him.
I mean, he's hit it. He's damaged it. Unlike.
Listen,
Nah,
I just
I'm
want
just trying to get
us
his
to get out of
attention.
here alive. No, I'm glad you are. I just want to get out of here alive, and then we can see what happens next in our adventure.
Yeah, please. I don't want to die. Oh.
Oh no.
I don't know. Rango's already died, so.
All right. To save ourselves some time, I'm not going to go look up the fumble chart. You take your. And you go to notch the arrow. This little twinge. You're not quite fully awake yet. You twinge, and you go to release. You release it wrong, and the arrow just kind of drops out of the bow and onto the ground.
Huh. You're merciful. I would have had it hit Rango.
Well, with all things
plans for
considered,
Rango.
I've been asleep for a very long time, so performance anxiety is a.
If anyone's got
You know, I
anything
hate
good
to sound rude,
plans
but I'm
right
over
now,
here
I'm all
dying.
ears.
What was that, Gavin?
I hate to sound rude, but I'm kind of dying over here, so,
Yep. Ezekiel, it is your.
Alright. I'll pop out. I'm gonna shoot.
If you could please not aim for me, I'd appreciate it.
Don't worry, you're
Don't worry,
a lot
he's gonna
smaller.
fly.
Than I want to aim right underneath one of Rango's hands and hit its head just right next to
I swear to God, if you take Rango's hand off, I'm gonna.
Dude, damn.
All
Fuck
right,
him
you
up.
take your shot. It soars past Zane. Rango, you can see this bullet soaring, and it almost looks like it's about to hit. You kind of cover your eyes a little bit, like ah, and you can hear it crack into the forehead of this massive. As you look down, you see the musket ball embedded into the stone armor, and it just pops out and bounces down the body of the armor.
Wait.
Alright.
No, that
I
probably
pop
won't
back
work.
here again. Is there nothing back here, like item-wise, or anything sitting back here?
If you still had your action, you could investigate. But
Just
you've
at a
already-
just a cursory glance, not really looking.
At a cursory glance, you can't really notice anything other than this just appears to be another section of the crypt where there does seem to be some more bodies.
Alright.
Oh, God.
Wait, so you can do an attack, or you can investigate.
You
Yeah,
can
Yeah,
do.
you can do
There's a
all
bunch
sorts
of
things
things you
with
can do with
actions
your
and
action.
bonus
With
Yeah.
your action, you can take the dodge action, the help action, the dash action, and then use an object.
sorts of
There's a bunch
actions.
of actions you can take.
Yeah.
Help action gives someone advantage on something. Dash lets you run fast.
Fuck.
Dodge gives disadvantage on the next attack against.
All right,
So the motherfuckers noticed us again.
Rango. You notice the giant monster lets go of its great axe, just letting it fall to the ground.
I friggin' called
And it
it.
immediately reaches up and just grabs you off its head. Go ahead and do an opposed.
An opposed
Opposed strength. Against that, okay.
I'm probably gonna fail this because I have a strength of -2.
Oh, you got a chance. You got a chance. You got a chance. You just gotta roll decent.
You just had to jinx it!
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. This thing has advantage on strength.
Oh,
So
okay.
he wouldn't survive if he did 12. But if he'd rolled 13, I probably would have let it. But he didn't even get close. So
Ah, crap.
hmm.
He's about to have the case if I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
So he grabs you, Rango, and Jack. You look ahead and you notice. Oh no! Roll deck save.
Oh,
As
God.
this thing
You threw
chucks
Rango.
Rango at
12.
Oh no.
I say, incoming!
Say another strength roll. It hits, and the both of you take 7 damage.
And I'm down
God
again.
damn it. Well, there goes my temporary hit point.
So now you have two bodies to take care of, Jack.
We are not prepared for this fight.
Oh,
We
I
were
am
not.
big.
I'm doing pretty good.
I'm doing
Yeah,
pretty
Jack's
good,
there.
as he says from like a mile away.
I mean, that's my style, though.
I mean, you're not
I
the one
feel you. I respect that.
getting the shit
Yeah,
knocked out
respect
ya.
that. Yeah. Okay. Can I make my next death?
Alright, well, the Black Dragon's.
How many of
uh,
those healing potions did you have?
I've only got the one and I haven't used it yet. So if you want to use your turn to grab it out of my pot and just give it to me, I won't complain whatsoever.
Stone
Alright.
Golem, he reaches down, he grabs his great axe again, and he makes his approach towards the group.
Oh, how
Oh,
far?
Hold
fuck
on.
off.
Yeah, free action. It would take him another free action to pick it up, though. Because he used his action to throw me.
That's
Yeah,
true.
make the rules.
Exactly. A free
That's
action is a
true.
free
That's
action. You
also
can do it
true.
as many times as you want.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank Jesus.
But that was the end of its turn
Let's
anyway, so now it's
say-
just standing over you all.
Hell! You just see me cough up some blood.
You guys are not rocking these death saves, that's for sure.
What the hell is up with my character and dumbass death set?
So
Nah,
I guess I'm
Character
giving
rolled the
him
dice and the dice fell in the crack.
So I
Yes,
guess
exactly.
I'm giving
That's
him
exactly
the
what happened with
potion.
the two.
Alright, Jack, I will say this. So, Galadin, you have health potions on you, right?
Yeah, I
What?
got one.
So it's up to Jack
Okay,
on who
Jack,
he
I will say-
heals.
You can use your action, you can take the health potion and use it on either Galadin or Rango. It is up to you.
Galadin.
Yeah.
I mean, the obvious.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Alright, and I believe that is 1d4 plus 4.
1d4 plus 2d4 plus 2.
plus 2.
Ow. Right.
So
No?
I'll take the 9.
That's pretty
All
good.
I am gonna feel that in the morning. And he's over there.
Yep, I know
Rango.
the drill.
But I still have my movement, don't I?
Oh!
Hey, that's 2 success.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, shit.
There you go. Now you're net even. You got 2 success and I believe 2 fails.
No, I only
Oh
have
yeah,
one
Jack,
fail.
you know you could also still move, right?
If Jack wanted to move, he can.
Alright.
DM, I only have one
You
fail,
going to
not
move first to
two.
give me the potion?
Wait, it's a
Because
natural
that
20?
depends on my placement.
Yeah, I
Go
got a natural
see.
20. When you get a
Why are
natural...
we
doing
over
that with-
here?
You're doing
No,
that with
just
2
me.
successes?
Oh,
Rue, you're doing natural 20 with 2 successes?
You can move somewhere else if you want.
Well, I know critical fail would be 2
2
failures.
failures. Yeah, the way I usually do it is you get up with 1 HP, but that depends on the...
Depends on how you do it.
DM.
If you're using a potion, you get extra health, is what I say.
Common rule is 1 hit point is restored at a natural 20.
I will say it is 2 successes, but if you get a natural 20 and you're already at 2 success, then you would get back up.
I did not have 2
Alright.
successes earlier, so...
Or 1 success, I'd say.
I only had 1 failure,
Right.
though.
Yeah.
So,
And then Zane, you are up.
Okay, this thing just looks terrifying. I'm gonna roll for the history check again before I do anything else, because I'm curious to see if it might uncover anything.
Yeah, sure.
Lady Luck, be kind, please. I don't want to die today. Not again.
Right now.
I mean... yeah.
God damn it.
What? You rolled worse.
You forgot what you were thinking about?
Wait a minute, let me look at my roll. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, it's worse.
Oh,
by
fuck
1.
off.
it got worse! Your brain's falling out.
You're like, oh wait, I
Yeah.
remember. Oh shit, wait, wrong thing.
My brain
Wait,
still
wrong guy.
my brain still has the consistency of beef jerky. I apologize. All right, so I'm gonna attempt to. I'm gonna suggest that we try to move back if possible.
Now,
I know I'm gonna move back.
here's the thing.
I know I will.
It clearly
When
has
it's
a
my
reach. Wait, guys, before it clearly has a reach because it attacked Gal when he was 10 feet away. So you're going to probably want to.
Yeah,
This
disengage
is
action,
swung
my dude.
over me, and I'm like 6'5".
Exactly. So you're probably going to want to disengage instead of taking an opportunity attack.
I mean,
Or
You
the
know
other
what,
thing to
you
consider
might be
is
right.
it might not get opportunity attacks because it didn't take one last time someone back.
All right,
It's your
fair
call.
enough.
oh
look at my,
no! I just realized something. If
What?
if he goes forward, it steps on me. That's another fail.
Or just attacks you?
Yeah, anything that does damage to you. If he attacks you, it's 2 fails and you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again.
I do have rope, but I don't know what I'd do with that.
You could set traps and stuff.
Ty, it's like
I have a hunter's trap in my backpack, but here's the problem: we're talking about a bear trap versus a stone golem.
it would just crush the trap, dude.
Yeah, and then I wouldn't have it no more. So it's like, well, shit. All right, hold on. I'm
If
thinking.
I were you, I'd probably disengage and just to be safe.
No, but if we could, trip it up, we might be able to take it on. We're being my.
It's immune. It's immune to. We've seen this.
True.
We've seen it.
Oh well. Anyways, continue.
Unfortunately, only one spell I have is really defensive. Everything else is for my offense. So, you know what? I'm gonna take your advice. I'm gonna attempt to see that if I have to do anything special to disengage or just move away a certain
No,
amount of feet.
no, no, no. You
You
just
use
use
your
your action. You say, I use
That
my
uses
action
your
to
action.
disengage to 30 feet away.
All right, I'm gonna disengage. Use my action to disengage.
So you can move 30 feet in any direction, and the enemy cannot attack of opportunity.
Yeah. This isn't good.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm getting sick and tired of my arrows break.
That's fair. All right. So I'm gonna roll around this. Oh shit! It's closer. I'm gonna shoot.
It's like, oh hi, Mark.
Fuck! I missed. I'm gonna roll back around the.
I fired and I missed.
A fire and a miss. A fire again.
Fire again.
I fired again.
I
I missed
missed.
both times.
If we could get right about
I'm just
here,
getting
he
it.
probably
I'm
won't be
just
able to
both.
hit us, but we might be able to hit him.
I fire. I hit something, but it wasn't what I was going for. I guess so.
You probably hit a rat.
I lie down. I suck on one of the mice.
I wake up with a popsicle stick in my mouth.
Anyways,
I
moving on.
fired
Yeah. What you said is actually a smart idea. If we move further enough back, this big lug might not be able to reach.
It's gonna break the wall.
Hey, Ezekiel has a brain. All
That's
right.
why That's why only 2 people per hiding spot. Everyone else go away. Go find your own hiding spot.
You're literally saying to
Okay.
our squad, "Go fuck yourself. Have a nice day."
Pretty much. That's kind of the attitude of this group.
Rango, you are unconscious. So as the giant stow golem, it looks down at you, and it looks down towards Galadin, who's pretty beat up. It just tosses aside its shield and its great axe. It reaches down, grabs you, Rango. You're unconscious. You can't fight it. And it steps forward.
And it
That's
throws
not very
Rango at the next person. Rango.
Picks Rango up, and then it steps forward and reaches down for you, Galadin.
Wait. This thing actually picked me up?
Yeah.
Is
No
this thing
surprise.
even hostile?
I don't know.
It's been beating the shit out of you this entire time. I don't think it's passive.
Well,
I don't
it
think
wouldn't be
it's
passive
passive
if...
thing right now.
Boy.
I think
Also-
that maybe it's guarding something.
But
We
Gal-
just want the axe.
Yeah.
Galadin,
I was
I
thinking
will
something besides
say,
that, but
Oh wait, did he put down his shield?
Yeah.
yes, he threw
Yeah.
away his shield so he can pick up you, and he's reaching for Galadin. Galadin, I'm gonna say Dex saving throw if you want to try and dodge out of the way of his grapple.
Ah, come on, man.
wait, so his axe is on the ground too?
Yeah. Damn it. I'm grappled.
Galadin it grabs you and lifts you up into the air. You all witness it just go, and it stretches out its muscles and stretches out the center of its chest. The armor cracks aside. As you know this symbol as it's one you've seen before.
Do any of you have a bag of holding?
No.
Possibly in the future, but not
What?
right now.
There is
Alright,
a
what's the
massive
symbol?
black. There is a massive black pit in the center of its chest, much like the one on your.
Oh. I mean, Rango has that. Oh yeah, he's unconscious. Never mind.
Rango can't see it; he's unconscious. Galadin, I believe you've seen it as
I mean, yeah, everyone in
seen
the
it,
party's
I'm-
seen Rango's mark.
Except,
I haven't.
except for Zane.
Yeah, except
Or
Yeah.
have
I just sat up to the top of my lungs, just hoping that somebody will help me.
Motherfucker's about to yeet you into the stratosphere.
Pretty much.
I
wait, no, I
have
don't
an
see that
idea.
because I'm hiding behind a wall. I can't see shit.
Okay, well, whenever you're not hiding behind the wall, you will see it. It's massive.
I
But,
have a plan.
Galadin,
Idea.
Galadin, the beast sees that you're kind of squirming, like, and it immediately just crushes its fist a little bit. You take 7 points of damage.
Okay. Hold on, let me just, yeah. If
That
it's
didn't.
7, I'm still around just, and I'm gonna use my final spell. Ooh. No, I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. And that is the end of its turn.
Am I only considered grab?
You're basically grappled and in the air.
I should still be able to cast spells.
Absolutely.
Make a wisdom save.
Yes, this would work great with my idea.
I think it passed.
It passed.
Oh no.
How do you get wisdom of +2? Alright. Okay. That's an action, so I can't. Damn it.
Right.
There's my last spell.
Is he holding him with both hands or just one?
One. I'm in the other.
Yeah,
20.
Galadin. Both
20.
his hands are currently occupied with 2 nearly dead people.
So wait, he's not holding the axe or the shield.
No.
How far away are they?
Hit him in the dick!
I'm gonna hit him with a dick with his own ass, fucker.
He's
I mean,
about
if you can
20
pick
feet
it
away
up.
from
They're
you.
20 feet, dude. He's 20 feet away.
Mhm.
And if the axe is right there, you could wield it with two hands and just start going to town with him.
Yeah. But I need
Can
someone
I
to take
use
the
the
shield, or he's gonna
bonus
pick it up.
Just take the
Can I
axe!
use all of my movement to get out of grapple?
I can stand.
No. You
Gee.
have to have an
Okay.
action to be able to do the strength check necessary.
So it'd be Jack's
Right,
turn.
what can I use for his bonus action?
I
At the
want
very
to see if
least,
I
I
can.
don't think you have any.
I don't have anything for a bonus action. Crap.
Alright. And
Yeah, that,
Okay,
Jack, you're up.
grab his own ass. This guy's ass.
Alright. You reach down to grab the axe in both your hands, and the second you lift it up, you realize this entire thing cannot be made of only stone, as it weighs so much more than a stone.
Right.
You will need to pass a strength or an athletics check to see if you can wield the axe.
Ooh, I
dude, if
got
you're
a
proficient in
6 in
athletics,
that.
go for it.
I got a 6 in that! Rolls a natural freaking 1!
I just like, oh fuck, that's heavier than it looked. Okay.
The antithesis of, hang on, guys, I got it. Hang on a second, I got it, guys. I've got it on the ropes, guys.
Jack, you don't got it. Oh dear God,
Like,
what's
he
good?
manages to pick it up and then, like, stumbles backwards and it lands on his chest and he's stuck underneath.
It's
I
like,
mean, as long as it
That's
doesn't
right.
land on his foot, he'll be.
what is my 18 strength doing if this is what it does for?
Oh my god, you poor bastard. Well, you go to lift it up, and yeah, you cannot get it. I will
That's what
say
she
that
said.
you. Oof. I'll say that went ahead and took your bonus action to try and do, so you could still attack if you like.
Can't attack twice.
Can
It's
I
not
try
like
to
an
pick it
axe.
up again?
Oh no.
You know what? I will let you attempt. You can try to pick it up again, but you're gonna have to wait till your next turn to use it.
Okay. 12.
Oh no.
All right, you grab a hold of it one more time. You're like, lift with your knees. You take it, you lift it up, and just it falls straight back down before you can even get it up. Very far, more than a
Probably
foot
got
off the
a.
ground.
It's probably got a DC of like 15.
You
Yeah.
having performance issues there, Jack?
I mean, another thing to note, if nothing else, you might piss off the creature further, because it's like, why you touch
Hey, he doesn't know. Noticed. He doesn't.
All right. But Jack, that is the end of your turn. Rango, that's a
That's a fail, isn't
That's
it?
pass, I believe.
That's
that is a
pass.
pass.
Yay!
Rango, you are stabilized. Congratulations.
You are stable, but the second
You're
you
about
take
to be
damage, you're
thrown
immediately
inside
back
of a
into.
black pit.
So I guess I only have like 1 HP after I recover.
No. Stabilized does not mean you recover. It just means you don't have to roll a death save.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'd say at best you are maybe in a sort of dazed state, semi-conscious, but not really able to do anything.
It's not like I can really do anything anyways.
Yeah. Zane, you.
Sorry, just saying my prayers and contemplating my life choices.
I don't blame you.
So earlier, since I forgot what I was trying to remember, and then I forgot what I forgot that I was trying to remember, I'm just not going to try that again. However, There's a big symbolic hole in that motherfucker's chest. I'm gonna see if I can piss it off and get it away from you guys.
Dude, shoot it
Okay.
in the chest. It's got no armor there.
Let's see the attack.
No, I'm gonna I want to use a spell first, and then follow up to try to maximize my damage because I'm not just trying to tickle that thing. I want to hurt it as much as I can.
Well, your hunter mark is still up.
Oh yeah, it is. You're right.
You haven't had to make a Constitution save for it, so you still got that 1d6.
True.
Does that affect anything?
I could use my Zephyr Strike.
Yeah, but that's also concentration.
Yeah,
so
you're
that
right.
means you end up having to
Yeah,
drop one of the two.
fair enough. All right, so get out of that. So I'd have to go. So I'd have to move to where I can actually reach him, and because Hunter Mark's still active, just go to my longbow, and then it would also check to try to get the bonus.
If you're able to hit it, you'll get the bonus damage of your hunter's mark.
Well, here we go, guys. Leroy Jenkins. I draw back my bow. What is it?
Yep, go ahead.
I aim right for that black pit of a symbol in his chest, and
All right, you draw your bow back, and you launch. The arrow looks like it's flying just at the right course. Unfortunately, it just barely flies a little bit off, bounces off of the armor around the exposed chest.
I mean, its AC should have dropped when it dropped the shield.
It did.
Oh wait, Ezekiel, I got a target for you.
Oh.
So
You're
wait,
unconscious.
did this thing that I did also take into account the spell that I had activated earlier, the hunter?
Well, you have to hit.
Yeah, you missed. You have to hit for it.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, it
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
work.
annoying.
A
That's-
day late, $1 short. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep. I would move out of the way if I were you.
Yeah, you can still move. There you go.
Yeah.
Fuck's sakes.
I'm pretty
Ezekiel,
conflicted.
you're
I have
up.
2 ideas of what I want to.
I mean, yeah, whatever you do, it better be quick because the next round, that monster's doing something.
I wish one of us had black powder.
I don't like it.
I pull out my bottle of whiskey. I pull out the 10 shots worth of black powder that I have made. I dump it in. I rip a piece of cloth off my shirt, stuff it in the whiskey, light the tip, and chuck it at the.
A Molotov cocktail, really?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
I roll dexterity.
You're like,
What dexterity?
Just straight check. So basically for your accuracy.
It's like, you crazy bastard. That just might work.
19.
It's
That
crazy.
could work.
It might work.
All
Don't
right.
hit me.
What's the
Start
damage?
praying to your respective god.
Fire.
What's the damage from Molotov cocktail?
Fireball.
Isn't Firebolt is 1d10, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Depends what level you are, but at this level, yes.
Oh, come on. Cooperate with me now. All right. You take the Molotov, you chuck it it crashes and shatters right on that black. As you watch the glass shatter, it seems to sink into the black pit and almost twist as if you're. I don't even know exactly how to describe it other than as if space was just bending the glass. But that fire coats the chest of this beast, and it roars this ear-bleedingly loud noise, dropping both Galadin and Rango to the ground.
Yeah.
And it even stumbles back a bit, just
Just
thrashes around as the fire burns its chest.
This is the first time he actually did damage to it.
Good.
Yeah.
Keep it up, guys. I'm very
Damage
proud of
on
you guys.
before.
Well,
It
shit.
seems to have been very hurt by that damage.
No, before we tickled it. Now we actually decide to, do some real damage thanks to his help.
Well, shit. I'm gonna pop back around my corner.
Good job, Ezekiel. Let's keep it up.
That was
Never
my good
mind.
whiskey, goddamn.
Wait,
Why is the rum gone?
wait,
I'll bring you another one when we
I
get
have
back.
a bottle of fire.
You don't have gun.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's just normal alcohol. It's not actually fire.
I forgot I didn't have gunpowder, so I can't do the thing you just did.
Please tell
Yeah.
me, Ezekiel, that you're not out of gunpowder.
No.
Oh, thank Jesus.
I mean, not in my bullets. I'm out of just free gun.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay.
All
What
right,
the
let's
hell is
quiet.
it gonna do?
How about not notice me? Don't notice me, senpai. Don't notice me.
It begins slamming its hands down on its chest, trying to put out the flames on it, and eventually it succeeds. It looks dead down that hallway where Ezekiel is.
Oh, boy.
It stomps so hard you can witness the ground dent beneath the weight of this beast. It takes another step. It puts its hands on the doorway that leads into that.
Well, Ezekiel, it's
actually
been nice
wanna-
meeting you.
I
Is there
mean,
a way out by any chance?
Yeah,
we
probably
can
this
hear
way.
it getting closer, but we can't
Dungeon
see it,
Master,
so
do you
I'm
wanna
not sure how close it.
Sweet.
Dungeon Master, do you wanna actually put the token over here?
Oh, yeah, let me go ahead and move that over.
I want to be this guy.
It takes both of its arms, shoves it in the hallway, and just crashes the walls that are blocking it from both Zane and Ezekiel as rubble just tumbles down.
What?
Hello, Golem. You have amazing breath.
Well,
okay.
shit.
Yeah.
Now, Ezekiel and Zane, now I think it's time to do the plan that I came up with.
What
Which
plan
is?
did you come up with?
Basically going all the way back there and just taking the place in the middle and just fire down, straight down the middle.
It's just gonna keep tearing apart the freaking stonework.
Yeah, but it's gonna
You're-
slow him
you're-
down.
What do you want us to do?
Well, my character's unconscious, but
I
You
can
suggested
put you
earlier.
both on the shield with the axe and just kind of drag the axe out.
He basically suggested you guys going to that back room there and just firing upon it, but the golem has just kind of proven that it's just going to smash through the walls to get to you.
I mean, it'll take some time, obviously.
But everyone quiet down. It's going to wrap up its turn now. Ezekiel, this thing's wearing a massive stone helmet, so you can't see its eye. But you can feel just the emanating rage being pointed at you
I
as the
reach up.
helmet points.
I reach up and I tip my hat at it, and
It seems to raise its fist up as if it's about to smash you into a pile of when suddenly, from all the way in the back of the room, let me go ahead and find at least a token to use. That'll work well enough. You all hear a woman with a very raspy voice scream, "Enough!"
That's a woman.
Stop that.
This is a
Shut up,
woman.
Screaming, okay? It's hard. Anyway.
No.
Massive
I'm not talking
golem.
about the voice. I'm talking about this thing's a woman.
No.
Oh,
No,
the
no,
token?
Behind you.
I
There's
think
the
that's what he's
bitch
pointing
down the
at.
hall, okay?
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fucking. That
Ezekiel
badass is a
and
woman? I thought it was a statue.
Jack, as you turn, you see Rango. You're a bit unconscious, but you kind of can recognize, just in your sort of dazed state, Galadin. You know who this is.
Oh,
The
shit.
woman in white from the Temple of Black is standing back there, holding a massive jar that appears to have this sort of flowing white substance just shifting around in the jar. She, in the massive cork, she starts trying to yank it off. Is not cooperating, so she just takes the jug and just slams it into the ground, and it shatters. By this time, the stone golem turns around, and it seems to have calmed down a bit after hearing this woman scream, and it looks as this white substance bursts out from the jar and starts flying across the room and into the in the center of this monster's chest.
So it's flying through the air into it? How close am
Yeah.
I to the white substance?
Basically nowhere near, because
Alright.
it's turned around. You may have seen the white substance fly up, and but as soon as that goes into it, its body kind of shakes a little bit, and it collapses down onto one.
Alright.
I'm just gonna ask.
Just sort of starts. Oh, you wanted to ask her something?
Yeah. What do we do now?
She
I don't know.
somewhat quickly starts to speed walk over to him,
I reach.
and as she starts to,
Go ahead.
her speed walk quickly turns into a sprint as she runs up to him. She is standing right below this hulking monster. Puts one of her hands basically down on its knee, and she just seems to be looking, like trying to see, almost as if she's trying to look through the helmet of the beast. And she goes, "Darling, it's time to wake up now. You've done enough." It raises its head slightly, starts to look around the room. Where are we? As the giant golem begins to speak.
Well, shit. I reach into my coat pocket, bring out my backup, and I start drinking.
Rango's unconscious.
I'm gonna just take a swing of my fire.
I'm just gonna ask. What the hell?
DM, by the way, I accidentally put 2 lines on the board. You can either leave it or.
Oh.
I'm
Well,
holding
Galadin-
the axe.
It was clearly taken over by that hollow shit rank that some people have.
Okay, can we just? I'm lost now. What the hell's happening?
The woman in white looks over to you, and she begins to speak. I overheard that you were the ones coming here. It wasn't until you came to my temple I realized you might actually not die here. Allow me to introduce. She kind of stands up a little bit and backs up. Meet my husband, the Black Dragon Slayer.
Fuck this guy.
Whoa, alright. We can chill.
Two of us are close to, if not dead,
Well,
and
good
the rest
day,
of us
madam.
are barely damaged.
Good day,
Mind
madam,
helping out?
sir.
Just
Rango barely raises
Yeah,
his arm. I need something like.
Yeah. could you help? Could you help out, bro?
Well,
Honestly,
she looks
it's
over to Rango.
quite the honor to be meeting the Black Dragon Slayer in person.
I'm keeping the axe.
She looks over to Rango and her hands kind of raise up to the veil covering her face. She goes, "Oh no!" She walks over. And she puts her hands. She seemingly begins to murmur something as her hands glow this soft golden hue. I cannot remember the roll for cure wounds.
D8 plus your wisdom
D8
modifier.
per level
Or,
plus
I think you're a cleric.
spellcasting mod.
Cleric?
I thought it was a fucking D6
No.
for cure wounds.
D8.
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 Should have had a D8.
Alright.
Alright, so,
spellcasting modifiers.
anyway, ma'am,
So Rango, you
Priestess.
regenerate 2 points of health. You're conscious again.
Oh, God.
Fucking barely.
God, I just
Anyway,
feel like I got
man-
hit by a wagon.
priestess
Yeah,
or
not too
wife, I
far.
guess, of the Black Dragon. What was the wet stuff you poured in there? I've seen hollowification a bit before. Does that stuff cure it?
Oh, no. I see. You're still new to this curse.
I don't know. I don't really have a curse, but he does, and I point to Rank.
She kind of softly giggles to herself. She goes, "The white substance, as you call it, were souls.
Oh.
Hollows have to
Right.
consume souls in order to keep their sanity. My husband here has been feeding off the vacant souls of hollows for some couple of centuries now, I believe."
Okay. Alright.
Okay, so the next question
That
comes into
jar.
mind. How the hell are you two married exactly?
Whoa.
She just
She's married to this? As I point
It's
over
the
to the
Black
Black
Dragon.
Dragon.
You just gave your
Slayer.
husband lemonade of souls.
And he's not the Black Dragon, he's the Black Dragon Slayer.
Yeah.
Same difference to Rango.
No, there is a very big difference between the dragon and the slayer.
Yes.
Mind you, is Rango the one who tried to punch the shit out of it?
No.
He's
that
the
would
one who
be
tried to
that's
climb
Jack.
on top of it.
This guy.
Yeah. You might need to go to some sort of magic person because you might have broken your arm.
Oh no,
I
I'm
mean, he
made of
certainly
tougher
broke
stuff
his
than that.
severed arm.
I mean,
But yes,
he certainly broke his pride when he tried to lift that.
It's mine now, by the way.
Alright, then pick
Wait,
it up.
isn't that what we were
Your
looking
roles
for?
say different.
Wait. Isn't that what we came here for?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's mine now.
well,
No, what?
technically, hang on.
I finally
None of you-
picked it up.
Hold
none
on,
of you had
hold on,
any
hold
idea
on.
what you guys were coming here for,
Uh,
because none of you actually ever read the bounty yet.
Oh, the bounty-
Sarah was the one who had,
the
and
lady
she
had
left.
shit.
can I roll a history check because I would have looked at it?
No, the lady had.
He
She
has it,
tore it
dang
off
it.
the board before we came here. We were supposed to get it. Rango, go run upstairs and get the lady waiting outside
You
the
do
bed.
realize that that entry is blocked, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Guys,
No,
I
I-
mean,
as
I
all
could
of this is
probably
happening,
go
I'm
where
just-
she
Yeah.
came from, so I'll be right back. Also, I go
I'm
down her
gonna head
path.
down here. I'm
I'm
heading
gonna
down
follow
here as
them
well.
with the axe.
And they go,
All right. As you
Alright.
go down into this room,
Does wait, are you staying here, Zane?
It's my axe now, bitch.
I mean, you need to stop saying about how it's your axe, considering how much trouble you had trying to lift it up earlier.
I mean, you can't even lift it.
I fucking
Yeah.
finally did though with the 22 athletic.
Fair enough.
I'm going to say yes, Jack. You managed to take the axe, lift it up, and it is currently over your shoulder, slightly crushing you under its weight.
Yeah, I think all things considered, I've had enough of this madness. Let's get to the surface and see what else is going on.
Alright,
Yeah.
once everybody is out of the room, So, I want to learn more about this holification.
I want an item that will increase my constitution.
Hold on. Hold on.
Can I
Hold on.
buy
Hold on.
that?
Hold on. Let's the DM answer one thing at a time, please.
Okay, yeah. That seems like a good idea.
So let's go ahead and have everyone come back in the room for now, because I know a couple people asked some questions.
I was gonna wait till everyone left.
I want to see what's inside this room that I'm in.
I will explain that in a moment.
Okay.
But I definitely know either Galadin or Rango asked the priestess or the dragon. One of them, you asked them a question.
Yeah, why the hell are they married?
The man in stone armor, as you now know it, raises his head and lets out this deep, billowing laugh that echoes through the chamber. He just goes, oh, it is a grand story. This little woman here, surrounded by the corpse of her families, her friends, and all the dragons that killed, walked up to me. And vowed her undying allegiance. Back then, marriage wasn't exactly a thing, but we made do with what we would at the times.
I'm sorry, but say that again. She's how long ago was the whole Dragon War thing?
Hundreds of thousands of years ago.
You're literally hundreds of thousands years old.
The woman lifts her veil, and you can see her skin. It looks like straight up beef jerky, all dried and black. Her eyes are nothing more than pits. Even most of her teeth are missing. And she goes,
Ooh.
yeah, it's been a long time, but this day was.
I must admit, the veil does leave a few defining features out of the way.
Well, at least you two have each other. Anyways, I'm gonna try and find a way to the surface.
The Dragon Slayer looks over and reaches his arm, just points to the back of the room.
And I say,
That would be my personal elevator. I doubt any of you will be strong enough to lift it up, though.
What?
Yes, could you please give us a lift?
Of course. It is the least I
Right.
can do.
Sorry, but before we leave, there's actually something that I've been asked to look for somewhat.
The priestess looks over to you as the Dragon Slayer begins to stand up. Who asked you to find something here?
Just a few contacts. They have some information that something was down here. They want me to confirm it and bring it back up if possible.
Hold on. As I start to leave the room, I mention, oh, golden curse thing.
No.
Dude, she's already mentioned the fact that she can't remove it.
Yeah.
That and Rango doesn't know the connection between the golden curse and what Galadin's looking.
True.
That is well.
But
I'm going
the
to
priestess,
check the.
the priestess looks at you, Galadin, and she goes, "Those men, these people wouldn't happen to be the same ones that given you your curse, are they?"
Yes. Was anyone listening over?
The Black Dragon Slayer seems to tilt his head in confusion as he looks down to it. Hera, what is this about a gold curse?
I just show him the.
She looks up to her husband. She goes, "Do you remember that little organization, the one that was trying to take rule from Mavo? Yes. What of them? They're in control now. Well, that's unsettling." Dragon Slayer just begins to nonchalantly start walking towards his elevator. And the priestess
Hold on,
looks
no
towards you.
direction when I see it.
Ma'am, if you wouldn't mind stepping aside real quick.
I think she's still talking to me.
Yeah, she had to say something to Galadin real quick.
Yeah.
She looks to Galadin and she goes, "The men who gave you that curse, you cannot give them the Dragon Slayer's weapons. They have been hunting for those tools for generations. If they had their hands on tools like that, of that much power, then the entire continent of Arcuus will become up."
Right. Understandable. Oh, that's gonna be fun to explain. I'm actually going to also ask another thing of you. Since you obviously have been around for some time, what can you tell me about the Blue Ray and Queen?
The Queen. Oh, I haven't traveled very far out of Mufsalo. I don't know much more than anyone else does, other than she said to a powerful monarch that's been around for a while. She has a pretty tight grip over her town, over her nation, and almost no one has ever seen her face to face.
Well, I'll just pull out the sword. Well, I managed to sneak this out at somewhat of a. You notice anything unique about it?
You notice it's hard to see expressions on her face, but she does. It almost seems like the ridge of her eyebrows kind of adjusts. She gets a little closer to some of the decorative bits on the. Strange. Those decorations are very similar to Honey. She calls over to the Black Dragon Slayer, who's just about the other side of the room. He looks over. What was the Blue Dragon Slayer's name again? Oh, oh gosh, it's been a while. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll keep thinking on it. Well, those decorations, it's very similar to her style. She was a very fashion-forward person, I could say. a blacksmith. She would always ask some ridiculous requests. Strange decorative carvings in the blade. This was somewhat of the way she liked to do things.
Yep. Well, I've also been told that it's a phylactery of sorts.
A phylactery. Oh, I don't know anything about such things. Word of mouth. I would say it's a very dangerous thing to keep around.
Well, can't exactly get rid of it now, and I'll just make it disappear.
Rango at this point just re-enters the room. Hey, you coming?
There you go. Let's get out. I think we should get out before everybody starts thinking we're doing something else.
Alright, so, ma'am, you mind talking to the side of...
Oh, not a problem. She walks up to you. The Black Dragon Slayer starts walking towards the elevator. Zane, will you go ahead and go to the elevator with Ursula?
Can I have left before they've came?
No, the elevator has to be lifted up by the Black Dragon Slayer.
Damn it! Why does he have to be super strict?
I'm just wondering if there's any treasure worth taking, or that we'd actually be
This is-
given access to.
Obviously someone else's property. Let's not push our...
Let's
Taking the
push
axe.
luck.
Thank you very much.
Rango says,
Um,
"Alright, hand it over to
Hand over.
Galden.
Head what over?
You
I
know,
wish
the
you-
necklace. Don't think I didn't see it.
What necklace? I didn't see any necklace.
Don't try coy with me, elf.
I genuinely don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Galadin, do you by any chance have a bag holding on
Why would I have a bag of holding?
to carry shit? What else would you have a holding?
I knew
It's
a guy
not a
in
normal
Rhubarb that
bag.
had one.
We're getting a bag of holding.
Yeah, he was selling it. Last time I checked.
I'm gonna make
Yeah,
my way
it's
towards the
ridiculously
elevator.
priced though.
I'm just gonna say to
The guy owes me a favor. He'll give us it to us for free.
Guys,
No,
quiet down.
quiet down.
You're
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
say
know.
to the I'm gonna say to the Stone Warrior and the wife, I wish you both well, and I hope that the next time we cross paths, if we do, it'll be positive.
Oh no, we'll be joining you on the surface. Don't worry.
Oh no! Don't
Alright.
notice the
Well, anyway,
my act.
first of all, you clearly don't know how to cure being a hollow, considering that your husband still is one. But you know how to handle it pretty well. So I'd like to know as much as you know, if possible, and I'd also like to know the method in which you collected the...
Well, I suppose it's easy to start in the beginning. Back when the dragons were still flying across the sky, the only hollow that anyone ever knew were the undead dragon. That was what my husband dedicated himself to fighting. See, while the other dragon slayers, they chose to fight the reds, the blues, the greens, all the ones that would cause damage. He would stay behind and get rid of the trash, so to speak. Unfortunately, the more often he did this, the easier he succumbed to the... Many people, various villages, towns, remnants of homes, people that survived the onslaughts became hollows right along with it. It was just a matter of time before it started coming back. There's no cure, not that anyone knows of. And the only way to stave off madness is the consumption of souls and a reason to live.
I read
And how
Dark
does
Souls
one
and
go
shit.
about? And how does one go about consuming souls? Guys, no one else is here. I specifically
Shit.
pulled her
I
to the
know,
side.
but this was out of character.
Collecting them is difficult.
Sorry, guys,
There
I'll
are
be back.
various rituals and methods for it. I use my gifts from my husband's soul to help. Usually, magic is really the only way to contain it. Otherwise, anytime a living being dies near, your body will just naturally attract the.
Alright. You know. Also, if you knew I had the curse, how many in my group here have it?
Oh, it's mostly inference, really. Most people don't ask about hollows outside of how do I kill one, unless they already are one. I have assumed there are other members of your group. Most adventurers of your caliber end up hollows one way or another. Normal people don't live long enough to become fighters.
Alright. Well, thank you very much for your and if you need help with it, I'd be willing.
Oh, it's more in the way of how I will help you. But let's get you all to the surface first.
Fair enough.
And she kind of trails close behind you as you both walk to the elevator. The dragon sort of waiting at the doorway for you guys to come in. As you step onto this sort of elevated stone platform, he walks into the center of it, reaches over to the far wall where there's a chain. He grabs onto it with both of his hands. Before I forget, he grabs his shield from the ground and takes it over to the elevator.
Probably a good
Sort of
idea.
seems to holster it onto his back. Grabs the chain and as he lifts up with the chain, the platform begins to lift up with every pull a little more, and starts going faster and faster as he pulls it up.
Did it.
Eventually he pulls it all the way up to where there appears to be a staircase. And as you look up the staircase, you realize this was the spiral staircase that you guys used to get into the cave, just a little lower.
We could have taken this
Go
shortcut! Ugh!
Hate to say, but I
Oh,
think you'll find the shortcut would have hurt to fall down. Alright,
Oh yes,
I'm
the only
gonna
reason
go
my
ahead
wife
and...
survived is because she's hot. A simple fall isn't going to kill you.
Aren't we hollow?
Yes, I prefer to be breathing, personally.
Jack, as far as you're concerned, you are not, and I think the only one of you that knows, like, of being a hollow is Rango.
Yeah, Rango's the only one that knows it's being hollow.
How does one find out they're hollow?
I came back from the death after failing 3 failing saves, so yeah, I'm pretty much a hollow.
Yeah.
And
So-
that and the fairy dude that killed me told me that I was becoming hollow.
Yeah. I'm actually going to run ahead of everybody else and try to catch up to Rachel.
Rachel?
Sarah, I assume.
Sarah.
Sarah, sorry, yeah. Gonna actually
So you
catch
go
up to
ahead
her.
and start to go up the staircase a bit. The black dragon Slayer sort of looks to you. Hold on. There's no hurry.
There is a person up ahead. It's gonna take a little explanation. I'm actually gonna
The
show
young
him.
girl. that was in the tomb already?
Yeah.
She can't leave.
What? Why?
Oh, you're kidding again.
Those that have died here become hollows. It's inevitable. The unfortunate thing is they become twisted forms, trapped within the place they died. She died here. I killed her, unfortunately. And now she's trapped.
Well, I kinda thought something was up, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, we still gotta get our commission from.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get our gold anytime soon.
We can explain some.
We'll just say
So
that she
actually catches
died
us up.
and the place of interest got collapsed, which it did, and we didn't really find anything. Sound good?
They'll explore the place. We can tell them that the place was already looted.
Well, if you are interested in a reward, there is a task I would like of the Black Dragon Slayer kind of speak.
Oh, if it has to do anything with the Red Dragon Slayer, I'm all aboard.
If it involves killing dragons, I'm a
Not
Or
so much
killing.
aboard. That and killing Blaze Thompson.
Yeah.
The Dragon Slayer looks over to you, Jack. I see you've become acquainted with my act.
Yeah.
He reaches behind himself and sets the shield down. I am willing to offer your party my axe and my shield
We
in
can't even
exchange
use that.
for
In exchange,
finishing something I should have done long ago.
what's that?
What is it?
He looks over to his wife. I assume the reason you woke me is because the egg hatched, correct?
Oh shit, there's a.
The egg?
You know about Allie?
She nods. Yes, it was as we feared. I didn't even have a chance to change his mind. The dragon speaks again. Before I was entombed here, I showed mercy to one dragon and one dragon only.
Allie.
He had a
He's not a
child.
dragon.
He had a child, an egg that was unborn. Well, unhatched, I should say. I thought that maybe if we could get to them while they were young, there was a chance we could convince the dragons not to be so violent. I asked Hera to make sure this task was taken care of, and if it wasn't, to retrieve me. Unfortunately, I cannot leave this tomb either. The souls that were brought to me are not enough for me to slay a dragon and return. I will become mad before the dragon's even half dead. And quite frankly, I'd rather not be the scourge of Marcello.
Yeah, Rango starts raising his hand. I'm sorry, but are you talking about us killing algae?
No.
I
Maybe.
don't know what algae is,
I just described
but what you'll be killing.
I described the egg that we found.
It's not
Oh,
connected.
no.
Oh, thank God,
This
we
will
don't
be
have to
a
kill
dragon.
algae.
Shut up.
What? I was just
Hera
confirming.
will know more. Hera will know more of his whereabouts as of this day. My shield and my axe will help. Past that, I can offer you nothing else. I can tell you now, if you fail in killing the dragon, It will begin terrorizing all of Marcello and beyond. Because me and my weapons are the only thing capable of killing those things these days. And the other dragon slayers are long gone.
Well, uh, I, actually, I believe, we mainly, ran into the red dragon.
Impossible. He cannot be alive to this day. That man was many things, but he was not a...
I described the guy that was riding the red dragon again. To a perfect T.
I tried to punch him in the face.
Yeah,
Oh,
look how
and
well
I
that
did.
worked out,
It
Jack.
didn't do anything.
The Black Dragon Slayer lets out yet another bellowing laugh that echoes across the halls, just... Oh. So you've met an imposter. Wouldn't be the first time someone decided to dress like us and claim...
See,
I
I
promise you
told-
this. The Red Dragon Slayer hated dragons more than anyone. Fire in his heart burned so much with the rage that his very hands scorched scales from their skin.
Oh yeah,
That man
I'm very
would not
well
ride
aware
a
of the stories.
I told you it couldn't be, like, so many times.
Well, I did say it was the
Cool.
actual guy.
Convinced me of that bull.
I have questions.
I just telling you what I saw. That's it.
Rango, please
Are
shut
you
up every once in a
naturally
while.
this big and tough, or did you go fucking bullshit to be able to wield these weapons?
Oh, I am very old. I am certainly the largest Goliath in my clan, but it took time and training to wield my weapons as they are now. They started off much smaller. I still remember the first time I had to slay a dragon. I hadn't even had my full armor yet. Shield was maybe, half the size of you. Nothing more than a blade of an axe. If it weren't for the other slayers with me, I probably would have died that.
Rango
Fair
says,
enough.
I know how death feels like. I got blown up by a fireball.
Then you are lucky, my friend.
Holy
A
Christ,
hollow
my
that
back.
survives fire is a strong one indeed.
Am I?
I don't know.
Question. Is the shield able to shrink down?
Is the axe able to shrink?
Well, he takes his hand and raises it and slams it on the shield. A bit of it begins to crack and some of it falls away to maybe about 5 feet. Oh, that's about as small as I can get it. Not without damaging everything about it. But trust me, you won't need to wield it like a proper shield. Using it as a wall is just as effective.
Sweet.
Ezekiel, you want a walking cover?
I mean, that's what I was thinking of.
I'm pretty sure I am the shield. I am
As,
the wall.
What about
as
the
for my
weapon?
axe, there's no way of shrinking that down without damaging it to unusability.
I just have to get stronger.
So you're saying you can use this, Jack?
I mean, I'm carrying it, aren't I?
Carrying it
Yeah, but
and
only
using it
just.
are two different things.
Give me some time, and then yes. The
As you
answer
look at
is yes.
Jack wielding this massive axe, you can clearly see his knees are bent and his muscles are bulging quite a bit as he's a little red in the face.
You can barely hold it up.
I said give me some time, damn it.
You're going to need a lot more than just
Uh,
some time.
Dragon Slayer. Are the effects of the axe transferable? I know with some things you can transfer one effect to another blade of sorts. Just pull out my. Maybe you'd be able to do the same. Would do the same from your axe to my.
I probably wouldn't recommend
Also,
it. That thing's already on a time limit.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the material because this isn't stone.
Oh, please.
Oh, you thought this was stone.
At
As he
first
takes a
glance,
known check.
I mean, until I picked it up.
Uh, he sort of stretches his arm out, presenting himself. This is armor made from dragon scale. Same as the axe, same as the shield.
So
Over
we-
time, dragon scales will lose their shine. They will give a duller appearance. A few hundred years dragon scales may look like stone to you.
I see.
Wait. Actual legitimate dragon scales.
I don't
Yeah.
see why not. He's a dragon slayer.
Well, shit. Huh. If only if we could make it more lighter, I might be able to get my hands on that.
So we just kill a
Unlike-
dragon.
You do remember who you're talking to, right?
Yeah, you. I'm talking to you.
Yes, and
Yeah.
you do recall what's underneath the mask, yes?
I don't. No, I've never seen you without the mask.
That is true. DM, just having a. I'm going to take the scimitar that I actually picked up before from over. Are there anything? Is there anything noticeably different?
To your best understanding, it just appears to be a plain old scimitar.
Nah, I was going to be magical. Damn it! I just throw it away.
At the very worst, we could sell it.
Yeah, but for what? It's been there for hundreds of years.
My friend,
Okay,
we
You
have
do
a
know
little,
museums
we have
pay-
a running
that is also true. I'll pick up the
Galadin,
scimitar.
we have a running trick going.
We do. I'll pick up the scimitar again. It will be useful. Damn.
Dragon Slayer looks over you all and goes, I don't have much time left.
Take
If you
care.
wanted to see the girl, she should be at the floor you came in at. As far as me, I must descend again. He looks to his wife. Ensure that they complete the task that's necessary.
Oh, so we gotta
She
Will
heal.
do,
does a sort
buddy.
of bowing motion.
We'll take good care of her. I promise you.
He lets out yet another bellowing laugh. Oh no. My wife will take care of you, friends, trust me. She is a bit stronger than she. And she puts her veil back on as she begins walking towards the staircase and kind of gestures for you guys.
Yeah, Rango's already
I'm
heading up the
gonna
stairs.
rush ahead for Sarah. I'm gonna go ahead and rush ahead for Sarah.
As Galen, as you sort of rush ahead, you notice a torchlight as you get up to the floor where you guys found Sarah. You notice she seems to be unconscious. You notice the torch is just kind of sitting next to her, and the light sort of lights up her arm that appears to be completely dried out, much like the hollows. And you notice a tuft of paper just kind of tucked away into the shirt she's wearing.
I take out the paper.
I'll take. Yep.
Rango takes
I'm
out.
there for. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but.
Yeah,
Why did that
Galadin ran
first?
ahead.
Oh.
Rango, you're not even there.
Alright, fair enough.
So I'll remove the torch from my arm and take out the tuft of paper and put it into my.
Does anybody
Alright.
here know where to get a belt of giant strength?
Rango
Good
will
luck
say
getting one.
probably Mavo,
Let's
Good
go
luck getting one
there.
anytime soon.
but I
Let's
don't
go.
think we should probably go there with the giant axe on your back.
Yeah, we
Are
should
there
probably get a bag
any
of holding first.
any
stop for a
noticeable
moment.
lines on? Can I roll
Oh.
investigation to see if I can find anything useful?
Um, I mean, just looking over her, she seems to have pretty basic armor, a cheap sword. This is very clearly like a level 1 adventurer that went out for the big score and failed, unfortunately. There really doesn't seem to be anything of real value on her.
I'm not even going to wake her up. I'm just going to burn her at the spot right there with the.
Okay. As you take the torch and press it against her body, almost immediately her clothes just erupt into flames. She opens her eyes for a moment, goes to scream, but all of a sudden she looks towards you, and just these tears streak down her face as she starts to smile. And her body just dissipates into ash.
Rest in peace. Got it, guys.
Well, shit, that was hardcore.
Rango goes, all right. Why'd you burn her?
She's
She's
hollow
hollow.
stuck at
I
this
mean,
location,
yeah,
getting
but
tortured for eternity.
fair.
It's
Dude.
more merciful than leaving her here.
She was at least happy to die.
Tell you guys what. If I
There it-
ever go beyond, you know, beyond repair,
Oh, don't worry. I'll deal with that. I'll deal with you. With
just
Yeah.
please, can you do
Nope.
me one favor before if you guys do
Here.
kill me
Here.
permanently?
here's. All right. What's your fate?
Find my tribe and bury me with my kin.
Okay. So instead of, how about we turn you in for your reward money?
Are you looking forward
No,
to dying?
he deserves
mean-
a warrior's death if that should come to pass.
You'd be a mindless hollow at that point. So
Then you're the sunlight, huh?
As you guys are sort of arguing about Rango going hollow, Hera turns around and looks you all over. One becomes hollow fully when they lose every ounce of what made them themselves. I assume you've lost memories, Rango.
Yes, of my tribe. That's why I'm asking these folks to find it.
Those memories are gone forever. You won't ever get them back. And you'll be chasing them for the rest of your existence. The only way a hollow can truly die is if they are killed and consumed by another, or they are burned.
So I literally
Okay, I was about to say.
so I can literally commit suicide whenever I want.
you
No,
have to be
don't.
consumed by another hollow. So
That too.
yeah. You need
Or
to go
Or
find
somebody-
the
Put a
hollow. 'Cause
fire, but
I don't know where you're gonna find another hollow, but they're pretty. They seem to be.
No. Here's the thing. I have all kobolds have well you humans you mortals call it pepper breath.
Oh, okay. So light yourself on fire.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't-
I'm doing it.
That's fair, I guess.
Alright. So,
all right.
who's eager to head back to Mavo?
You guys head out of the temple. Jack, as you begin to, Hera's kind of like guiding you guys, just pointing at the ladder for you guys to go up before her. Jack, as you walk up to her, she reaches out and grabs the axe from your grip for a moment. You try to fight her a little bit, but you suddenly realize she's lifting it like it's a piece of paper. out of your arm and just holds it by her side and goes, "I will hand it up."
The what?
What?
Rango's gonna yell down, "Hey, you two coming?"
Oh, by the way, who is going to carry the Dragon Slayer shield with them?
I thought I was carrying
Ezekiel.
both. To be
I thought
honest,
that was gonna be Ezekiel.
You want me to try and carry that shit?
Just
Fine.
trying.
if I'm not carrying the axe, I'll carry the shield.
My strength is an 8.
Oh, I
I'm
found your
pretty sure I
weakness.
have the highest strength score for that one.
That's possibly true. Let's give it to Jack.
Don't worry,
Jack,
I'll be modifying it pretty soon. But
Well, I will say this much: the Dragon Slayer's weapons are A, massive, and B, none of you have enough strength to wield both of them at the same time.
How,
Hera has taken the axe from Jack for a moment so he can get up the ladder, but Jack, you can't carry the shield and
me and
okay.
Galadin are carrying the shield together.
okay,
I
that will
need-
work.
I need someone to train me on how to wield both at the same time, so I
You
become.
can't. It's a two-handed weapon, another two-handed shield, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Until you grow to 10 feet tall and have a strength of 24, you're not going to carry it.
Magic will guide the way.
But by the way, a few things of note about the Black Dragons. He technically had player levels.
Also, I'm only 6 points away and
I mean, all right. He had so wait, was he holding back on us? Because if he had player levels, he should have been making more attacks. I feel.
Yeah, he was holding back.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
shit. You only did 6 damage to him.
Hey, to be fair, I dealt the most damage, and I got to throw a Molotov cocktail at the Black Dragon. So.
That's pretty awesome. I'll admit.
As you all arrive on the surface, Hera hands the axe back to Jack as he and she looks over you all. I suppose it's fair enough to warn you now. You're not going to make it back to the city before the dragon fight.
The what?
Oh.
Oh,
What do you mean
they
the what?
can
That's what we
find
talked
us.
about for like 10 minutes. That you kept asking if it was algae. There's a drag.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Right.
still hard to grasp
Sorry.
sometimes.
I don't know, do you have a faster way of us getting over there, or?
Well, no. Instead of that, how about this? If you can protect us while we rest a bit, that would be great. We don't need to necessarily make it back to the city, but I need to.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
am
need to.
most hurt.
As much as I like to agree with you, think about all the special deals that we could get if we do manage to save the city.
We're not saving the city. We just
Not
can't make
saving
it
the
back in
city.
time. Come on.
The dragon isn't the
fine.
dragon going to us?
Hera speaks up for a moment. With my magic, all you have to do is relax for a little while, and I can recuperate your strength.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be good.
So
'Cause
short or long run?
I'm nearly dead.
Oh, I'll reach up. I'll reach
amazing.
over and I'll wait. No, I'll lift up my leg and I'll kick Rango and I'll cast Cure Wounds on him.
So we're gonna do a short rest or a long rest?
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage and heal 1 point of.
Basically, it will be the time of a short rest, only a few hours, but with the benefits of a long rest.
Ooh.
All right, back.
Full health.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't waste your cure wounds then.
It doesn't matter. Oh,
The
but
benefits
instead
of
of doing that,
a
I'll pull out. I'll pull out a pearl. I'll pull out my pearl. I'll
Mhm.
walk over to the sword and shield and I'll set them down. And I'll normal cast identify on the shield, and I'll ritual cast identify on the
Why
axe.
don't you ritual cast both?
Because we're about to take a long rest. No point in
Oh,
wasting time.
long rest.
As you pull out the pearl, Hera sort of walks over to you, bends down, puts her hand over your hands. No. I know how the weapons work, and I'll explain. Just go get your...
Alright. Fair enough. I wanted to research them, but okay.
All right. Over the course of about an hour or so, you all kind of take a little bit of a siesta, kind of half naps. She does little chants, little mumbles under her breath, and using some forms of healing magic, she brings you all back to your full strength. After she organizes you guys a little bit, you're all fully equipped, ready. She presents the axe and the shield. The axe is simple enough. It's going to be hard for you to wield, but it will cause immense pain to dragons. In game terms, anyone who wields the axe that does not have a strength of 20 has to swing with disadvantage.
Okay.
However, when it is swung at a dragon, it is an automatic crit, so long as you actually hit.
I'm only 220 in strength, and my crits get crit.
I think you only get one crit.
Okay.
What?
I think you still get the crit. I think you just get the benefits of that crit.
Well, no, because like I'm a half orc. I got savage attacks. You know,
Yeah,
when I
that's what
score a
I'm
critical hit with
saying.
melee
That's what I'm
attack,
saying.
I
You
roll
get
a
the benefits
die.
of, hitting a person. Anyways,
Like
What about the shield?
Let me go ahead and pull up the damage for it.
By damage?
Yeah, the damage it does is a +3 weapon, so it is 1d12 plus 3.
1d12
Jesus!
plus.
I can't believe on the plus. What plus is
Do what?
plus? It keeps on cutting out at the plus for some reason.
Plus
Plus
three.
3.
Plus 3, okay. Woo.
Alright,
Oh.
well,
Legendary,
if we're gonna
legendary.
have to fight this dragon outside the city, we might as well set up our battle.
Actually, I was remembering that incorrectly. It is not a crit when you get an extra 3d6 of damage.
I was about
Oh,
to say, isn't it a Dragon Slayer axe? Axe
Yeah.
of Dragon Slayer? Dude, 3-6 against dragons. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, worse, it's 3 extra damage.
wait. So and it's how much? What's the damage?
D12 plus 3, and then a 3d6 if it's a dragon.
12 plus 3.
It's a Dragon
Alright.
Slayer axe.
What does the shield
Whoa! Okay,
Other
something
than
weird just happened
absorb.
on my end. The game literally crashed on my end.
Oh, the game crashed.
Yeah, like it just kicked me out.
Hopefully it'll let you join back in, but
It
anyway.
did.
She goes, this shield was designed to defend someone from the breath of a dragon. to that extent, it can block magical effects. In game,
About to say.
Well,
in
that
game terms, it effectively acts as an anti-magic wall. Anything standing behind the shield, basically within a 2x2 square behind the shield, is immune to magical damage.
nice.
Here's the plan here. We're gonna set up the battlefield beforehand because the dragon's gonna be coming to us. Me and oh god, I keep forgetting the name. Zane. We're gonna take that shield and we're going to find a place and we're gonna use it, hide behind, fire at the dragon.
Right.
You guys will move
Um,
around the battlefield. I suggest we hide ourselves at some point and maybe try and set up a few traps. I don't know what works on dragons, to be honest.
This
but
axe
I
was
have-
on.
Yeah, well, that axe
I
obviously
have an idea
works.
in mind. I have an idea in mind if you hand over that thing of fire.
I think he's talking about the drink.
Oh,
You're
oh, sorry.
talking about your firearm.
Yeah, here you go.
Alright.
To explain something else about the axe, or not the axe, the shield. When you go to use the shield, it will take a bonus action to place it down, but it takes an action to pick it up. So if you say wanted to lift it up and move it to another place, that'll end up being your action and your bonus action, just because of how massive.
Ringo
Alright.
says that shield looks pretty damn heavy. Once you place it down, we only get one shot at this. Maybe.
No, we can move it. It just takes.
It's movable.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks very heavy. Not even I could lift it.
Yeah, but you're.
Yeah, but you're
You
tiny.
don't look all that strong.
Granted, I'm more of a dexterous person than I am a shieldy person.
The tiny
Yeah,
lizard
I'm
in the
just gonna
group
tend to.
said, not even I can lift it.
Well, to be fair, Rango's not lying.
Literally everyone else is standing at least 2 feet taller than.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing would be like two kobolds stacked on top. Compared
Yeah.
to Rango.
But that is the end of the session, guys.
Yay!
We level up.
No, because you didn't win any fights. you
Didn't win the fight. You
Oh, excuse me. We took out those sleeping
survived
cows
long enough.
and a and a stomper, as Rango said.
We had
I'm
our asses
sure.
handed
I'm
to us.
sure we'll level up if we deal with this dragon.
Yeah, I'm pretty
we
sure
will.
too.
Most likely. Possibly. I don't know. Maybe. Still, my point stands. We had our asses handed.
Hey, I
Against
never
one
got
guy.
damaged, and I was doing pretty good.
You know, you were only just trapped behind a wall at the end as I was on two. Venga was unconscious. Jack was looking pretty bad, and Zane was Zane.
Hey, Will has made his way in.
Oh,
Yeah.
We just
Oh, no
ended the
trouble.
session.
I know that.
Does this count as a martial?
I
Oh,
literally.
it's a martial weapon.
It's a
it is
what?
most certainly a martial weapon.
It's a great axe. It's a martial weapon.
Do I have it? So I don't have proficiency in it.
No,
Oh my
do not.
Anyways,
How do I get proficiency? in it?
Take the skilled feat.
yeah.
I'm really sorry. I slept through it.
Skilled?
Whenever I sleep like a log, and I fell asleep at like, I don't know, like 4:30.
It's fine.
Hey, it's no trouble. We'll get you caught up. The
Skilled.
big interesting battle's gonna happen next week.
Yep.
I mean, I kicked the Black Dragon Slayer's ass.
You wish.
Well, okay. To be fair, Ezekiel was the only one that did like anything of note to the Black Dragon Slayer.
That and Blood Archer. It was Zane, I guess. Anyways, I'm gonna end the live stream. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see y'all mates next time.